Hey guys, and welcome back. Okay, in this video we're gonna create the sign up and the sign in and the dashboard and other thing with the Laravel. So hope you guys interested. So let me just explain what you will create here. So first we're gonna create our template for dashboard, login and sign up, as you can see it right here with just HTML and CSS. So we need at least HTML, CSS and JavaScript for creating this, this cube of this sign up and the sign in. As you can see, this beautiful. So I'm just gonna do it very fast, just because I'm gonna explain this a Laravel. So I'm just gonna do it very fast. Just go to the Laravel, okay? And we're gonna start working with a Laravel. You need at least to know what is a controller and what is a model and what is a table of database. So if you know this three of this Laravel, then this video is for you guys, okay? Okay, so we're gonna build this dashboard that show the name of the user, image the profile, and his credits of his money, as you can see it, and also data from other user who buy this image or buy other thing, as you can see in here in the down of this and in the bottom of this, as you can see in this table. It's just gonna show this name user and this price and this status, as you can see. So after dashboard, we're gonna make this plan page, which have a 3 plan for this, and we're gonna make it very simple. And we cannot use a Stripe for this, guys, because it's at least it take 20 or 30 minutes to just make this Stripe, to just to explain how to set up this Stripe and webhook and other thing you need to know about this Stripe. And as you can see, this video is too long, as you can see, because it's have too much HTML CSS. So I'm just gonna not do this Stripe, but if you want to teach, you have to just make this Stripe for this this plan and other thing you need. Just add the comment for me, and I will make another video to how to create this this Stripe if I get too much requests for our Laravel. Okay, so after that we're gonna create this message page, as you can see with the Laravel, that can user talk to each other and have option to delete and edit his own message, as you can see it, guys. Not other user message, just his own message, as you can see. So he can edit it and he can delete it. So we're gonna just make this beautiful message, as you can see. It's a very simple start for this Laravel, guys. So next we're gonna create image to sell it. You can add your own product or your own, for example, your own music and other thing to just sell it to the user. But I use image because it's a simple start. I want to tell you how to make this purchase controller to just set up for your product and how to sell it with a nice with a nice Laravel. And it's very simple, not professional. You will see it in this video, guys, if you like it. Okay, so last thing is a setting, as you can see, which can user upload image for his own profile and change his name, change his description. So if you're interested in a Laravel, let's do it, guys. So I'm just gonna start by setting up this HTML and CSS and JavaScript, then we go for the Laravel, guys. So let's do it. Okay, guys, now before to just start this Laravel page to create the Laravel breeze, let me first create this sign up and the sign in to just make sure this template is ready for when we create this breeze of this Laravel, it will automatically create this author page. So first let me just make sure to just create this sign up and the sign in, and when we create this Laravel breeze, we're gonna just replace it with this blade of blade.php. Just gonna replace it with the sign up and the sign in, and I'm gonna explain it. But first let me just make sure to just create it very fast, and we just with the CSS, and we're gonna use a bit and other thing. Okay, so let me just make sure to just create it very fast. So I'm just gonna do it very fast, and maybe I'm not gonna explain everything, and if you miss something, just pause the video and just type it very fast. Okay, guys. Okay, first let me just start with this sign up, guys. So first let me just add this hero with this header of this logo, and I just added this background. But first let me just make sure to just create this HTML, and then we go to just explain it with this CSS. But let me just continue. So let me just add this contact. So this is the whole of this div. Inside it, we're gonna create this BG color and the BG color too. Just make sure have two BG color that have this form and this background inside it. So for this first BG color, we're gonna add this box data, because we're gonna create this the square and this star that you see in the first video. So we're just gonna create it very fast. Okay, I'm just gonna add this square one. This is the first square, and I'm just gonna add inside it a square inside. So this square inside that, let me I just create a new square that have a small size instead of this square one. Okay, so this is why I created this square inside, and let me just add this square inside too. And let me just add this circle inside. So this is a circle that animation added to just go to the cube. Okay, so just add it inside of this square inside. Hope you understand. And I'm gonna explain it in a CSS, so don't worry about that. Okay, let me just add the square inside 3 and a square inside 4. And let me just add this the circle inside 4. Okay, let me just add this square 2. For the next square, we're gonna add this circle inside the 5 and this square 3 with this circle inside 6. So this is a new square. Okay, let me just add the square 4 for the last one, and this line square that is last line for go to the square, to make sure this circle to just go to the just straight to this cube. Yeah. Okay, just copying from this copy from this cube, and now let me just add and paste it here. I'm just gonna add the copy and paste it, guys, and I'm just gonna copy the style sheet of this, but we're gonna just change this box shadow and the size of this. So yeah, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it here. Okay, now let me just add the VG color tool for the for the form. So for this form, I'm gonna add this form with this ID form. We need this ID, so just add it. I'm gonna add this H1 and the P. Okay, and let me just add the input. So just added this input. So we're just gonna change it in Laravel, but let me just add it for now. Okay, so just add it for now. Let me just add this P for this, and we're gonna add this row with this checkbox. Okay, and let me add it submit. So yeah, this is everything for this sign up. Now for this signing, let me just make sure adding a hero just like the first one. I'm gonna add this logo. Let me just make sure. Let me just add this contact of this, just like the same one. I'm gonna add this BG color 3, the third background color. Okay, we're gonna add this form. So in a sign-in, so in a login page, first we're gonna see a form, and then we're gonna see the background. You're just gonna replace it, So let me just make sure to just show you. So you can see this is a form for the BG color 2, and we're just gonna replace it here for this form. Okay. Let me just add this welcome and other thing with this input of this user, and for this. Okay, let me just add this P, and let me just add a button. So yeah, this is it. Now let me just add a BG color for the background of this 9 line inside it with this square. So first let me just add a box data, just like the same of this. We're gonna just add just custom style the width and the height to just make sure to have a nice width when we want to just resize it in the middle of the query. Okay, so we need that, and I'm gonna add this line one. So this is our first line, and we're gonna add inside it this circle inside line, that the circle that just go to the just go to the straight of this cube, if you've seen this video. So now let me just copy and paste it 9 times. Okay, I'm just gonna add it very fast. So this is 9 line that we needed for this. It's the same, just change this class name of this line to line 3. Okay, and last thing, I'm just gonna add this cube, but I'm just gonna change this cube open to cube open 2, because I'm just gonna change this position of this, guys. So just add this cube open 2. Okay, now let's go to the style. So first let me just start with this sign up. Okay, so I just added this custom of this. You can see it's have a custom style of this H4 H1 and the logo H1. Just copy from the first video and just add it here, this hero and header. And let me just show you, if you didn't like this background, guys, you can just let me just show you. You can just change it to the black if you don't like it. What's happening? Sorry. Okay, so you can see this is our background. You can just make sure to just change it if you don't like it. So I'm just gonna add this little bright for this instead of this black color. I'm just gonna I just make sure to have a nice the sign up and the sign up. So first let me just create this content. We're gonna add this display flex and justify content space between and align item center. So I'm just gonna create it very fast. Sorry for this, guys, but I want to just go to just finish the video very fast. Okay, hope you never mind me for that. Okay, now let me just add a push absolute to just make sure it's a center. Okay, for this contact of this BG color 1 and the BG color 2. Okay, let me just add this width and height. There we go. Now let me just add a BG color 1. First one, we're gonna add this content empty, position relative, and the left 0, and the width of this 70%. So this is a first BG color that we want to be 70%, and for this BG color 2, we want to be the 30%. Okay, I'm just gonna add the height 100%, and I'm gonna add this index -2 and this transition with this animation of this. So this is a basic animation, just like a previous video. If you've seen the previous video, I just add just a simple animation of the showing this left and the right. Okay, I'm just gonna add this keyframes left, simple as that. I'm gonna add 0% and 100%, and I just explain it in the previous video, so I just skip it very fast. I'm not gonna explain how to just do it, so I'm just gonna add this left minus 70%. Okay, and the left be is 0% to just make sure it's here. Anyway, let's go just create this BG color too. So just copy and paste it and just just add this position motif and just add right instead of left. I'm gonna add this with 30% just like I said, and let this height 100%. Now let me just add this is index minus 2 and this transition. So the next animation is right. We're gonna add this 0% and 100%. Right be minus 70% and this right be 0%. There we go. So as you can see, this is the animation if you see it. Yep, here we go. Let's go to the next. So next we're gonna create this box data. So we're gonna just start with a square instead of the line. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this this blue block to just make sure it's center with this margin 0 I2, and add this width and the height, just custom width and the height just like I said, and I'm gonna add this position motif and add this top 50% and the transit Y to just make sure it's center of this. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this stashy of this cube and just paste it. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a comment for this, and I'm just gonna add this cube open. So we have this cube open with this animation of this cube, just copy from the previous video and just paste it here. So I'm just gonna add this box shadow. Let me just show you. So we're gonna add this background and the box shadow. Just pause the video and just tap it very fast. So this is our box shadow for this cube, the left and the right, and the top and the bottom. So just copy and paste it for this, for the top and for this bottom. Here we go. As you can see, we just created this cube. Okay, now let's just go to create this square. If you've seen the first video, so I'm just gonna, add a square 1, square 2, and square 3 and 4. So we have a 4 square, but we're gonna just change a position and just change it, the custom width and the height. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this position absolute to width and the height be a 400 pixel, and let me add the border radius just 2 pixel. It's enough for this, and let me just add the top 50% and left minus 25%. And the transfer transit to just make sure it's a center with this rotate. Okay, now let me just add a index 3, and I'm gonna add this border with this box shadow. So you can see this is our border. We're just gonna create this border, but we're gonna add this white color inside it with this. You can see it's this white color of this box shadow and this black color, as you can see the outside of this. And just add this simple inside. You can see it's just change this to the purple one. If you just see it, let me just make sure you can see. Yep, you can see. Just gonna make sure that here you can see just simple the box shadow. It's not that difficult to just choose this box shadow. So when you add this border, we're gonna not add too much of this box shadow to just make sure to just be a simple box shadow. Yep. So this is enough for this instead of this, guys. Just make it very, very simple instead of 10 pixel or other thing. Just make sure to just be a simple. Okay, so yeah, this is the whole box shadow and this a border. Yep. Anyway, let me just add this index, and I'm gonna add this square too. Okay, and let me just copy and paste it for this, but we're gonna just change the top and the left and this width and the height. Just like I said, we're just gonna decrease the size and change the position of this. So yeah, this is a second square. I'm sorry. I'm gonna add this square 3, and I'm just gonna change again this width and the height and this top and the left. Okay, don't forget about the index. We need that because I want to be the back and the front of this for the when you created this circle that have to be in front of and the back of this. Okay, so yeah, this is the third one, and we're gonna add this square 4 again. Just gonna change this width and the height and this top and the left. So yeah, as you can see, this is a last square. And now let's go to just create this square inside. So we're gonna just create this square inside, and you cannot see it because I just yeah, now it's better. But first, let me just add this line square to just make sure I have this line inside it. So line square, I'm just gonna add this position absolute width and the height. Width be 300 pixel and the height be 0 pixel, and I'm just gonna add the border radius 2 pixel, and I'm gonna add this top and this left. Okay, now let me just add this index 3 and this border with this box shadow. So just copy and paste it, and just make sure to have this 3 pixel instead of 7 pixel. And I don't think we need to just change this box shadow, so just gonna change this border. And as you can see, this is our line, and let's not forget about the index to be in the back of this. Yep, here we go. So now it's back. There we go. Now let me just create this square inside it. So we just created this for a square, but we want to just create this square inside it. Yeah, a square inside of this. Let's just create this. So we have a 4 inside of this. We're gonna add this push absolute width and the height. Just gonna be just gonna be a small, just like I said, I want to be a small of this inside of this, and I'm gonna add this border radius 2 pixel. Okay, top and the left, and this transform to just make sure to just change this position of this. Just type it very fast, and let me just add this as index and this border 7 pixel and this box shadow. So just copy and paste it from this this square. And here we go. You can see this is of this, the whole of this. I think it's here. Yeah, there we go. So this is our square inside it. Okay. Yep. So yeah, this is it. Now let's just change this position of this inside 2 and inside 3 and inside 4. So let's do it. But let me just add this index to just make sure it's front. Okay. And I'm gonna add a square inside 2. So for this position, we're gonna add this width and the height be the same. But the top and the left, I'm just gonna change it and then just make sure to be in the back of this square. There we go. Now let me just add the square inside 3. I'm gonna add this width and the height be the same again. No need to change it, but the top and the left we're gonna change it of this and just make sure to be in the back of this square. Okay. And for the last one of this square inside 4, I'm just gonna add this width, just increase this be 400 pixel and this height be 400 pixel, and just gonna change this top and the left. So now let's just see it, and let me just okay. So yeah, this is it, a square inside 4. Let me just show you real fast. Yeah, it's a little difficult, but yeah, this is how I created for this. You can see the square inside 2 and a square inside 3, and this is a 4 one. You can see this is a big one of this 400 pixel. I just zoom out, and here we go. So yeah, this is the whole of this square. Hope you guys like it. But yeah, this is how I just created. Just change this position of this. You can make it better, and I just didn't add more of this. Just make sure, just make it bigger or adding more inside of this. So I just make it very simple, and yeah, let me just make it very simple for this sign up of this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the whole of this, and just like I said, just change this top and change this left for this. So I just change it from this inspect of this and just make it, and if I see it, it's good, I'm just gonna add it. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is how to create this square. Anyway, so yeah, this is how to create this square. Okay. Sorry, what happened? Okay. Next, we're gonna create this circle of this, guys. So circle inside that, we're just gonna create this little ball of this white color. We're gonna add this position absolute to just make sure be in center of this with this transform of this. We want to just make sure be in the center of this, guys. Okay, for this circle inside. Okay, but we're gonna add this width and the height be the same. And this is a div that we're gonna just just make sure that they have a div inside. But for the circle, we're gonna add this before. To add this top be a 0, left be a 0, to just make sure be in here and be in here and in here. Now let's just create this before and after, and we're gonna add a different animation for the before and after. So this is why I add this before and after, because I want to be in the top and this be at bottom. So let me just show you very fast. Let me just add this content and the push absolute. So I'm just gonna skip it and make it very fast. We're gonna add this width and the height 35 pixel and this background and the box shadow of this color. So you can see this is the top of this and this is the top of this. This is a before and after. Let me just make sure to add this after of this. Just make sure to just change this top and the left. Okay, just make sure be in the top 90% and the left be 90%. Just cause some of this. Here we go. Now it's bottom. You can see, so this is our before and after of this, guys. This is why I created this inside, because I want to just make sure I have a div that have a boss inside to just make sure to add the top and the left. But you can add this 100% instead of that. You can, let me just show you. And you can see it's now here, but I want to be 90%. You can just make it a 0%, 0%. You can see it's now here, but now let me just make it minus 10% and this be 90%. Okay, let me just make sure to add this circle inside 2 before. For this, I'm just gonna add these animations. Just like I said, I want to be add a different animation for this to just make sure to have different different animation of this, to just make sure to have a nice animation. You can add more animation, but we're gonna just create a 4 animation for this. Just a simple animation. Just make sure to have move here, and go to the to the cube. So I'm just gonna add a custom of this left and right for this animation. Let me just add it before and after for this. So before, inside for before, I'm just gonna change this square. I'm just gonna change this animation to the before one. So this is a before 2, but this is a before 1. This is a different animation, and we're gonna just change this, you know, change this second of this. Let me just add it inside 5 for this before. Again, we're gonna add this 1, and for the last one, we're gonna add this 2 of this start before. Just change this timeline of this. Okay. Now just copy this, guys, and paste it here, and just make sure be after. And let me just make sure that I change this to the after 2, and you know, after 1 of this, and after 1 of this, and after 2. Just change it, and don't forget to change this, you know, change this a second. Just copy and paste it, and just change this to the after of this, the animation, the name of this animation. Yeah, so the keyframes of this, we're gonna create this start before for the first one of this, as you can see it. Okay, we're gonna do 0%, 20%, and 40%, and 60%, and 80%, and 81%, and 100%. So this is the all keyframes that we need for this. 0%, we're just gonna copy and paste this top and the left, and we're gonna add this opacity 0 to just make sure it's, you know, it's hiding. Yeah. Okay, let me just make sure add this 20%, just move it. Okay, you can see now it's moving to the here. Just we're gonna move it to the here. Okay, and in a 40%, we're gonna add this top of this to just make sure to just go in here. You can see, just make sure to go in here. Yeah, just like you see it here. Hope you guys understand that. Now 60%, we're gonna add this top and the left of this. Just go to the inspect and just choose and just change this top and the left. You know, the custom of this top and the left, I just change it in, you know, the inspect, and just add it for this keyframes. This is how I created this the animation of this. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this top for the 80%, and for this I'm just gonna add this opacity 0. So just copy and paste this, and just add this opacity 0 because I want to be in 81%, hide it, and just copy and paste this 0%. Here we go. So this is our first animation of this. Just make sure to go here for this cube. Okay, now just copy and paste this for the after for the one. We're gonna add this 0%, and just, you know, the keyframes of this, and we're gonna add this top 90% and the left 90% for this after of this in here. Okay, also just copy and paste it for this. Okay, let me just add 20% and 40% custom left and the right. I just added from the inspect, just copy and paste it. Okay, sorry for that, but I'm just gonna copy and paste it for this. Okay, so this is the whole animation of this after, as you can see. There we go. Where's the after? Sorry for this. Yeah, here we go. So you can see this is our after. Just gonna make sure it's here. Yeah, this is our after, as you can see it. Yeah, this is our after, as you can see it, and this is our after. Yeah. Now let me just make sure to add this before 2 and the before 3. Okay, so just copy and paste this for this. I'm just gonna add this 0% again for this keyframes of this. I'm just gonna again just change this position of this, guys. So 20%, I'm just gonna add this, and the 40%, I'm gonna add this, 60%, I'm gonna add this top and the left, and 80%, and this be opacity 0. Just copy and paste it, just hide it, and the last one be 0%. Okay, there we go. So just pause it and just save it very fast, guys. So this is our before 2, and now for the after 2, we're gonna add this 0%, 20%, the same of this, just copy and paste it, but we're gonna just change this, you know, just gonna change this, just gonna change this a little bit of this after 1. Okay, I'm just gonna add this 40%, 80%, and I'm gonna add this 81% and the 100%. So we don't need any more for this 60%, as you can see, guys. Just delete this 60% and just add the 40% and 80%. Yeah, this is the whole animation of this, and you can add more circle if you like it, but I think this is enough for this video, guys. I don't want it to just take a time for this circle, you know, the animation. Just make it simple for this animation. You can add more, and just go to the inspect and just change this position of this, and make sure to have a nice just go to the nice of this direct. Okay, so yeah, this is the whole animation of this. Anyway, let me just I'm just gonna copy and paste it from the previous video. So I think this is a same of this. I'm just gonna copy and paste it, and now let me just add the row for this checkbox of this import. I'm gonna add this. Yep, I'm gonna add this import custom width. Okay, and I'm gonna add this import from the previous video. Let me just add the import from the previous video of this hover. Okay, and just added this box shadow and background, so I just change it very fast. Okay, now let me just add this from import placeholder to just make sure it's white. There we go. Let me just add the flex and the flex import for this, guys. So let me just add this flex p of this. Okay, margin, here we go. Let me just add this button from the previous video. This is the whole style from the previous video, so just copy and paste it if you have a same style of this previous video of the card that we just created, this 3 card as a home page, if you remember. But yeah, this is the button and this is our hover. Let me just add this before. Yeah, let me just add this before and this hover before. There we go. So yeah, this is the whole of this sign up. Let's go to the sign in. I just make it too long in this video, I'm sorry guys. Okay, now for this sign in or the login page, let me just make sure to just finish it very fast. To just go for the dashboard and the Laravel. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy and paste from this BG color, the first one, the second one, the animation of this same. So I'm just gonna change this width and this width of this. You can see this is a 57% of this. Yep, now it's okay. Now we just go and just change this very fast. Just pause when I just save it very fast. Okay, now let me just make sure change this position of this cube. I'm just gonna add this and just make sure be in a small of this. You can see I just make it small, and also I'm just gonna add this animation. I don't think we need animation to just move it, but let me just add it for now. I'm just gonna see it if we need for this animation. So yeah, this is how they just created this scale to just make sure it's little small and change this position. Okay, let's go to create this line of this 9 line. We're gonna add this position. I'm just gonna do it very fast. Sorry for this, guys. I just want to just finish it very fast. I'm gonna add this top and the left and this transform. Okay, I'm gonna add this z-index. I'm gonna add this box shadow and the border, just like we added this for this this square, as you can see it. So instead of that, we're just gonna add this height 0 to just make sure to create this. So we don't need this height. Okay, just make it 0 pixel. Okay. Now let me just add this animation from this starting of this animation. We're gonna add this, just make sure to add this height for this line. Just make sure create a nice, just like we see in first video, just created this little box or little square, a big square. So this is the animation that we need for this. And I'm gonna add this 5 seconds. If you see, this is 8 seconds and this is a 5 second. And I'm gonna explain it again. This 5 second is animation delay, because I want to delay this animation, and after 5 seconds the animation start. Okay, hope you understand that. So this is the animation after 5 seconds start this animation. Let me just make sure to add this line too. I'm gonna just change this, this rotate of this line too, as you can see it. Okay, and I'm gonna this line to just again change this rotate of this. I'm gonna change it to the 22 degree. Now the line 4, I'm just gonna add this. Okay, line 5, I'm just gonna add this and plus instead of the minus. Okay, now the line 6 of this. Okay, now let me add the line 7 of this plus. Okay, instead of the minus. Again, we're gonna add this 80 degree of this line 8 of this, and for this we're gonna add this. Okay, so this is how to create the whole of this line, as you can see it, guys. Yep, here we go. So this is how to create this. Nice. Just change this rotate of this, just create it for this. So you can see I just add this minus and this plus. Okay, just add this plus and this minus. There we go. And for the last one, we're gonna add this again, the minus and the plus, same of this. Okay, so yeah, this is how to create a line. Well, let me just create this circle. So let me just add this circle inside a line. Okay, I'm gonna add this position absolute, just make sure be a center of this, and we're gonna add the custom width and the height, just like the same of this. And now let me just create this before and after, just like the first video. You can see we're just gonna create this first circle, I'm sorry, and this second circle being here. Okay, I'm gonna add this content and just copy from this circle of this what is it? Yeah, just copy from this and just paste it very fast. Just change a little bit of this, if we need that. But yeah, let me just add this for the radius, this transition. Okay, so this is how to create it, but we're gonna add this at top instead of that. We're gonna add this pixel instead of that. Yeah, we're just gonna change this top and the left. Yeah, simple. Let's just copy and paste it and just stop and just change this top and the left. Anyway, now let me just create this animation. So I want to have 2 animation. I'm gonna explain it. So this is a first animation of this. The first animation we're just gonna make it to just go to the, just make it go to the straight of this cube. Just gonna go to the straight of this cube. The second animation, as you can see, the start up, I want to just make sure to have a rotate of this. If you see in the first video, have a nice rotate instead of in a straight of this. Make sure. So this animation again, we're gonna add this 5 seconds, just like this line, as you can see it. After 5 seconds, this animation is started. I'm gonna explain it, okay? So let me just add this circle inside after. I'm just gonna add this top and the left. Just make sure have here, okay? Anyway, let me just copy this and paste it here, and I'm just gonna change this a second and make it this, okay? And also I'm just gonna add this animation. If you didn't like this cubic bezier, if you didn't like it, and I'm gonna show it if you didn't like this cubic bezier. Anyway, let me just add this keyframes of this start before of this, just go to the straight of this cube. I'm gonna add this 0%, 10%, 80%, 81%, and 100%. Just like we could just create this animation of this, just copy and paste it, okay? I'm gonna add this left and this opacity. I'm gonna add this opacity one. Just make sure to show it. And any 80%, we're gonna add this left 100%. Just make sure you have it this. So you can see this is a left minus 5%. You can see it's here. It's just like this 0% of this, okay? And this 100%, just make sure to go to the left of this. Hope you understand that. Simple animation for this, okay? Now let me just add the 81%. As you can see, this is a straight animation. And just make go. And we're gonna add this opacity 0, just hide it. And 100%, just copy and paste this 0%. Here we go. So let me just add this start up, as you can see. So let me just first create this. Let me just make sure to create this first one of this. So just like I said, I want to add height for this start up. After 5 seconds, this adding height, okay? So 0%, I'm just gonna add this height 0, and in 50%, I'm gonna add a height 200 pixel. Just make sure to create this, and 100% height 0. So let me just show you very fast. You can see after 5 seconds, this animation is started. As you can see, here we go. So this is how to create this of this big square. Here we go. Nice. So this is a start up. Now let's just create this start up 2 and 1. So start up 1, I'm just gonna add this. Just copy and paste these keyframes. I'm gonna add the top of this and this top of this. Just gonna change this. Just like I said, I want to be rotate the next animation. Just change this and just copy and paste it from this. Okay, let me just show you first. So this animation after 5 seconds again is start, and you can see, here we go. You can see it's rotating. Very simple animation. Here we go. Now just copy and paste it for the second one. I'm just gonna add this minus instead of plus of this. We're gonna add the minus for the the after of this, and you can see. Oh, let me just make sure, just copy and paste this for the after. We're gonna just make sure to go to the straight of this. Just copy and paste it. Just copy and paste it, and let me just add it. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this left as a 0%, 100% for this after. So the left of this after is 100%. Okay, I'm gonna add this opacity one again. Left be minus 5%, and this 100%. There we go. Let me just show you. So this is the whole animation of this. You can see, yeah. There we go. We just created this animation, and now second animation is started. There we go. This is the whole animation, guys. Nice. So yeah, this is everything for this, and just pause it and just type it very fast. And I'm just gonna add this media query very fast. So I'm just gonna do it very fast. So hope you guys never mind for that. Just pause it and just type it for this media query. So let me just make this a media, okay? And let me just show you fast. So yeah, this is the whole of this. There we go. Nice animation. So now let's go to create this, the first of this. Let me just start this. And before you just go to the media query, you may ask why I didn't this import for this style of this login.css. So you can see I just added this style CSS. I don't want to just type it again, this import. So just added this. Just make sure to add this, guys. Okay. And you can just download the source code if you don't like it. If you don't like it typing this HTML, just just download the source code. Yeah. Anyway, let's just go for the media query, guys. Okay guys, so this is our media query. You can just download the source code. If you don't like it, type it. So this is a simple media query. We're gonna add this, and we're gonna just change this keyframes of this to just make sure the height of this be 100 pixel instead of 200 pixel. You can see this is our media query, and if you don't like it, you can just make it small if you don't like it. So I just make it, yeah, very simple. Just make it simple of this, yeah. So yeah, this is the whole of animation. Hope you guys like it. This just, as you can see, making this beautiful of this square, you can see, and make it this circle instead of adding a border radius. This is something new that you never seen of this coding of this. Hope you guys like this. So instead of the donkey, let me just go to the Laravel, guys. Yep. So if you want to install this Laravel, you need to install this composer. You just can find this composer. Let me just show you. You can just download it from this composer and download it, and yeah, this is all you need for this, guys. So if you just downloaded this composer, and yeah, let's just add this composer, create project, Laravel, and I'm just gonna name it, let me name it simple, so I'm just gonna name it cube. So now let me just wait for it to just create this Laravel for us, guys. I'm sorry, what happened? Okay, let me just, oh, I think I had a mistake, sorry for this. Okay, now I think it's installed. Okay, here we go. I think now it's safe. Here we go. So let me just skip it to just finish this installation of this Laravel, guys. Okay guys, so we just created this Laravel of this, we just installed this Laravel inside of this folder of this cube. As you can see, guys, let me just go to the project of this, cd cube. There we go. Now let me just install this breeze, because I want to add this sign up and the sign in, and I'm gonna replace this style sheet, the cube that we just created, and replace it instead of that. So I'm just gonna add this composer require to just install this composer require and a Laravel breeze. Okay, here we go. So we just add this breeze for this. Now let me just add a PHP artisan breeze breeze install, I think, yes. Now let me just add a blade, yes, and let me just add the center. Okay, here we go. So before to just go to the next, let me just install this. So I'm just gonna skip it. Okay, so this is all we need for this, guys. So we install this breeze, guys. Let me just check this website, PHP artisan serve, and let me just check it very fast, and let's just create this account. There we go. Yes, we have everything. Yep. Now let me just replace this. So let me just turn off this. Let's go to just, so we have this sign up and the sign in, guys, as you can see it. Okay, so I'm just gonna replace it with this style sheet. So I'm just gonna explain it. Let me just copy, you know what, let me just copy so view of this auth, and this is a login and this is a register. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy paste it here for now, and I'm gonna replace it, so don't worry about that. And guys, instead of just copy this the register and the login, I just make it in one style sheet of this. As you can see, just copy from the style sheet of the register and paste it inside of the login, guys. So I just make it the one style sheet of this style.css of this auth.css. So I'm just gonna copy this, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna replace it here, guys, and we're gonna use this width to just make it connect this style sheet, guys. Okay, so this is the auth.css that have a register style sheet and login.style sheet that we just created in the first video, if you remember, guys. Okay, so now let's just go to the login blade.php. So this is our login of this, if you see it. So I'm just gonna copy this login, and let me just see what we need. Sorry for this. Okay, so the login. Okay, so first I'm just gonna copy this, paste it there inside of this. Before this, just gonna paste it this. Okay, and let me just add this, just paste it there. There we go. So this is our bg color 3. Okay, now let me just copy this text that we need for this, and I'm gonna just paste it here in this form, guys, here. And only for this, let me just make it here. Okay, and we don't need this label, guys, so I'm just gonna delete this. We don't need that because we didn't install this label. Yeah, I think this is good for this BG color 3. That's all we need for this, guys. So now this is our first BG color 3. I'm just gonna copy this BG color 4 and paste it here. After this BG color 3, I'm just gonna paste it here. There we go. So this is the login page. Here we go. And I'm just gonna check it very fast, guys. Okay, now just before to just go to check this, let me just add this style sheet to just see it. So I think it's in a layout, and I guess yes, I'm just gonna add this width of this auth.css, guys, here. Also, I'm just gonna change this to this auth.css. Now let me just make a 2 terminal for this. So this is a first for this PHP artisan serve to just check it, this, and for this I'm just gonna run this width server npm run dev. Okay, guys, now let me just install this npm for this width npm install. I'm just gonna install this npm for this, what happened, cd cube install. Yep, now it's complete, I think. Yeah, now let me just see npm run dev. There we go. Now let me just cd php artisan serve. Okay, there we go. Let me just delete this. Yeah, I think this is fine. So in the login.blade, I think we have an image. Okay, let me just delete it. I think it's from there. Yeah, I think, yeah. So instead of this, let me just copy this, paste it, delete this, and make it something new. I'm just gonna make a hero. I'm gonna make a header, and let me just add this logo. Now let me just, after this header, I'm just gonna add this contacts. Yeah, I'm just gonna add this. Now let's see it. There we go. And we have this problem, so I'm just gonna make this row to just, if you remember, we just started this checkbox with this row. So I'm just gonna copy paste this and format it. There we go. I think now it's fixed. There we go. Simple. There we go. So this is our login page. Now let's go to the sign up page. So first is the BG color one. I'm just gonna copy paste it here. Dev. Okay, and now format the document. Okay, so this is our BG color 1. Actually, let me just make it this BG color 2. So this is a form of this BG color of the register. Now let me just make it this BG color 1, and let me just add this style sheet of this cube that we just created. Copy paste it for this. There we go. Let's just go to register to see what's gonna happen. Okay, so let me just delete it. Okay, now let me just delete this label. Sorry for this. So we don't need this label. Delete it. Also delete password. Yeah, delete it. Confirm password. Okay, yeah, this is enough. There we go. And yeah, let me just copy the text of this. Okay, copy paste it. And also, I don't think we need to add this checkbox. No need for that. So I'm just gonna add this text. Not here. Okay, now I think this is good. There we go. So actually, you know what, let me just add this placeholder for this, guys. So we didn't add this placeholder, so for this import of this text, I'm just gonna add this placeholder email. Yeah, everything is fine. Yeah, this is it. And we didn't start this forget your password, so I don't think we need for this forget your password to start it, but yeah. Now let's just create this form. So I'm just gonna create this very fast. Okay, here we go. So this is our dashboard. Now let's start this dashboard, guys. So as you've seen in the first video, we're gonna start from the scratch, and yeah, so we're gonna do it very fast. So I'm just gonna do it very fast because we have a lot of work to do for this Laravel. So I'm just gonna do it very fast, guys. Go, okay? Okay, so I'm just gonna delete everything from this, and I'm just gonna add this tag type, guys. I'm gonna add this first. Let me just add this vid. Let me add this div for the hero, and this menu right for the menu right. This image that have an apple for this, and this link for the dashboard plans and the message. And we're gonna add this instead of this hashtag in href. We're gonna add this roots for this Laravel. But first, let me just create this everything we need for this. Let me add this inner. I'm gonna add this header. So first, let me just add this menu click. I want to add the, this. When a user click on this, the menu is closed. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it with the JavaScript. So let me just add this pro with this little style of this display flex item center. I'm just gonna add it very fast in here, and let me add this h3 for this $0, and then this image, and then this name Crasius. And we're gonna change it when we created this Laravel, but for now, let's just make it simple. I'm gonna add this row for the next. I'm gonna add this box one for this little text for this, and let me add this box for the next text. And I'm gonna add this logo show that if you remember, we added in the previous video. We added this. I created this 3 circle with a logo. I just copy and paste it here, and I'm gonna style it and add the different border for this and different box shadow. So I'm just gonna copy from the previous video and just paste it here with the style sheet, of course. Okay, I'm gonna add this box 3 for the last box. I'm gonna add this flex space. I'm just gonna add this, the recent order. And now let me just add this name, buy, and this price, and this status. And we're gonna create a lot of it to just show you what user buy image or other thing we need for that. So I'm just gonna add this for now. I'm just gonna add this simple 3 just to show you. We just created this, and we're gonna just replace it. So for now, let me just add it for now. Just added this, okay? And I'm gonna add this script for the app.js, because we're gonna need it for this menu to just close it if we want. Where is it? Yes, there we go. We just created this style sheet of this style.css. Let me just add it. Style.css, and now let's just create this style sheet, guys. Okay, let me first add this little style sheet that we just added for the previous style sheet. I'm just gonna add this little star and this body h1 and h3 that we just needed for this, the font size and other thing. So I just copy and paste it very fast and added this background linear gradient for this color first one and this second color, guys. Okay, that's PHP artisan serve. And let me add this new terminal and npm run dev. Okay, for the bit, here we go. Also, here we go. Let's just looking for this, guys. So I think we add. So I just created this. Yep, here we go. As you can see, so yeah, this is our style sheet. Let's just create it. So I'm just gonna create it very fast. Just go to the Laravel. So let me resize this. It's gonna add the hero, this width and the height for this. And I'm gonna add this positive and overflow hidden and this display for this, guys. We need that. Okay, now let me just add this header. So for this header, I'm just gonna add display flex, just a content space between and align item center. Okay, and a padding for this, guys. So I'm just gonna do it very fast. Just go for the Laravel. Now let me add this header for the ion icon that we just created. I'm gonna add the font size, font weight, color, and the distance and the cross point, and this one. And also, I think we added this little ion icon. I'm not sure. I think we added this ion icon. Why I can't show it? Okay, let me just copy from the ion icon, guys. Sorry for this. I think yeah, there we go. So we see this. Okay, now let me add this border radius 10%, and I'm gonna display block and the margin 0 to just become center. Okay, now for this menu right, we're gonna start this image and this link for this. I'm gonna add this positioner relative, top left 0. Yep, I'm gonna add the width and the height, and I'm gonna add this background and this box shadow. So this is our background and the box shadow for this menu, right? As you can see it, guys. Here we go, simple. And you can see this is our link. I'm gonna start really fast. I'm gonna add the transition for this. Now for this logo, I'm just gonna add this positional tip. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add this logo image that we're gonna create for this image, and I'm gonna add it very fast. So with I'm gonna add this 65 pixel and height, okay? And you can reduce it to 50 pixel, but yeah, okay. Now let me add the menu, display of X, flex action column, and this position absolute, button 5%. I'm gonna add this left and the gap little for this, guys, okay? I'm gonna add this menu A for this. So let me just show you. Yeah, now it's what, okay? Now for this menu A, I'm gonna add this margin 0, 10 pixel, and this text duration with this color and the position relative, and this index 1 and the transition, okay? And this box shadow and font size 1.4. Here we go. And we don't need to add this before for this, so I think I didn't create this before for that. Yeah, I'm just gonna add the hover for this, guys, but let me add the left 0. Now let me add this menu A hover. So I added this text shadow from the previous video. I just copy and paste very fast to just go to the next. You can change this color, you can see it's simple text shadow. Yeah, I'm gonna this menu A after display, okay? I'm gonna this inner with a 90% height, 100%, okay? Now let me add the padding 0 2% to just make it a little better. As you can see, yeah, now it's better, okay? I'm gonna add this row now. So for this row, I'm gonna add the display flex and the flex wrap, okay? I'm gonna add the display flex and the wrap, okay? Here we go. And then let me add a little gap for this, okay? Now it's good. I'm gonna add this box 1, box 2, box 3. So we just created this 3 box. As you can see, we're just gonna start it with a box shadow and other thing we need for this background, okay? So width and height be 100%. I'm gonna add this background and the box shadow. Just pause the video and just set it very fast. Just go for the Laravel, and I'm gonna add this padding with this border, reduce 10 pixels. Here we go. I'm gonna add this flex. When you added this flex, we're gonna add this flex to just, if I want a 2 box being the same line, I'm just gonna add this flex for this, guys, okay? Now let me add the box 2 for this height to just make it a little bit height better. Yeah, better now, but better. Now for this flex space and the flex space 2, just like here we created this, I'm just gonna add this flex and justify content space between align item center. Here we go. And just and don't worry about this SS, and we're just gonna replace it with this little with the detail of this user, okay? So I'm just gonna add this flex space too for this margin button 50 pixel. Okay, now for this flex space P and the H3, I'm gonna style it this width P 100 pixel. Now let me add the H3 to just make a font size for this, guys, okay? And I'm gonna add this flex P to just make a color of this. Now let me just for this logo show, if you remember, I created the 2 previous video of this. Yeah, I created 2 previous of this, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it very fast, the style sheet. Okay, so this is our previous video. I'm just gonna change this border radius and the box shadows. So this is all I need to just change this, okay? So I'm just gonna add this I'm gonna add this background and the box shadow. So just pause video and just save it very fast. And also don't forget to add this border radius 5 pixel and with this background and the box shadow. So if you have this style sheet, so just copy from the previous video and just paste it here and just add this box shadow and the background, okay? So I'm just gonna go to the next because it's from the previous video. Yeah, this is our logo SKU that we can add this logo inside it with this little width and height, okay? So I think this is everything we need for this, and because it's zoom out, you can't see it anything. Yeah, now it's good as you can see it. So let me just add this image for this, guys. Let me go for this. Let me go for this public to add this folder. Images. Okay, so this is our 2 images that we need for this Laravel application. So this is our logo for this, and this is our GitHub that I want to set this image. I'm gonna explain it in this Laravel. So just copy this and paste it inside of this image, and inside of this dashboard blade.php, we're gonna add it for this with these images and apple.png. So this is all you need to add it. Just add these images from the public and apple.png. This is all you need for this, guys. And now if you see it, there we go. Also, I think we have a problem with this src. Yeah, let me add this to just go to the next, guys. Okay. Now I think, yeah. As you can see, this is a beautiful. Now let's just create this, this to just close it if your user wants that. So let's go to the app.js. So this is our view and this is our CSS JavaScript. So okay, so I'm just gonna copy from the previous video and paste this little to just go to the Laravel. So I just copy from the previous and paste it. So I just call this in union menu in, which is a quad selector of this close open. Let me just show you real fast to just go to the Laravel. So this is our close open. I'm just name it in union for this, and this is a menu right, which is this menu right. I want to close it. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this active for the menu right. Okay. Now let's just go to the style sheet to just style this menu right active. Okay, let me add it here. Yeah, let me add it here. Just go to the next. So let me add a comment for this menu. Yeah, I'm gonna add this menu right active with 7%. So if you see in this menu right, we have this with 23%. I just reduce it to the 7%. I'm gonna add this menu right active logo left minus 30%. So if you see, I added this left 0 because I want to add the left for this active to just move it. Okay, sorry for this message. Okay, and don't forget to add this transition we need for this close this menu. I'm gonna add this menu right active for the a link. I'm just gonna add this. There we go. Let me just make it 150%. No, I think this is very enough. Yep, here we go. So this is how to just, yeah, now it's good. There we go. Let's just go to the next to just build this. So let's start this Laravel. I think we add, let me add this, let me just show you. So we have this logout from this dashboard. Let me see. So navigation blade. Oh, we needed this one with this CSRF, sorry for that. So just copy and paste it for this logout, and then now let's just start this this Laravel. Okay, so this is all we need for this, guys. And let me just change this. First, I'm just gonna start with this plan, guys. Then we go for the message, and then we go for the image to just sell the image that we just uploaded. This image, I'm just gonna sell it for the user, and we're gonna add this setting to just change this image and the name and the view or description for the user of this. Okay, so let's start with this plan. So what we need for this plan, we're gonna go to the database of this migration. We're gonna create this let me just turn off this. Okay, first let me just create this table for this plans of this table. So I'm just gonna add the PHP artisan make migration, and let me name it create plans. Yeah, simple, create plans table for this. So we just created this plan for this plan of this. I needed this table first. Let me just create this table, guys. Table. First, I'm gonna add this string for the name. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Sorry for this, guys. Just go to the next. Okay, I think this is enough, and let me add this integer, which is a credits. Name it credits. Okay, now for this, I'm just gonna add this decimal. I'm gonna add this price for this decimal. I'm just gonna add this 8 and the 2 for this of this table of this. Okay, and now let me just make a database seeder for this plan. Just name it plan 1, plan 2, plan 3, basic, and basic, advanced, and option. So let me just make this name it, yeah, let me just name it this plan seeder. So I'm just gonna add PHP artisan make seeder, I think, yeah, plan table seeder. Okay, yeah, I think this is good. Okay, so for this plans of this table seeder, let me add a database from the facades of this support. We need this from the to just call this table of this table that we just created. These plans that we just created, I'm just gonna call it here to add this name 3 plan for this and other thing we need for this. So I'm just gonna add insert. Okay, and I'm just gonna add array because we have a 3 plan. Okay, so first plan, I'm just gonna add this name which be plan 1. Okay, so you know what, let me just copy paste it to just go to the next credits, price, and credit at, and update it at. So let me add the credits, price, just like we created for this table, guys. Now for this credit at, if I'm not wrong from this, updated at. So for this credit ads and updated ads, I'm just gonna add this instead of simple. Yeah, let me add a carbon. So I'm just gonna add a carbon from the carbon of this Laravel. Now just copy paste it for the last one. Okay, so this is our first plan. And by the way, if you don't know about this carbon, we use it sometime for the date and time, and I think it's good. And I think it's very good. You can add the sub days, I think, yeah. And if you want, you can create as a default. If you want to add a different date for this, guys, you can add this carbon for this. So yeah, this is good for this. Yeah, this is good for this carbon. Okay, you know what? Let me add a little array again and copy paste it here inside it because it's a little bit. Okay, sorry for this, guys. Let's make it this. Okay, now it's good. Okay, now copy paste it for the plan 2 and the plan 3. Plan 2 and plan 3. Also, don't forget about comma, guys. Okay, plan 3. For this credit of this plan 2, I'm gonna add this 30 and the price be 33. You can name it, basic, professional, other thing you need for this. So yeah, this is all you need for this database, and I think we create everything, and now we can migrate this database with this seeder that we just insert of this. Yeah, I think this is good. And let me make another table for this because I want every user have a 10 credits as a default. If user make account, I want to have a 10 credits for this user that just create a new account for this. So let me just make it very fast. Just migrate this, migrate this database. So I'm just gonna name it. Let me name it this add credits to users table. Yeah. Let me make it add credits. Oh, let me make it simple. Credits to users table. Yeah, I'm just gonna add a very simple for this. I'm just gonna add this table of this integer as a default. Have have a credits and default be 10. Simple. Okay. Drop column be credits. Okay, this is good, I think. Yeah, I think this is good. Now let's make sure to add this PHP artisan migrate. And by the way, let me just turn on this example. So I'm just gonna turn on with this. For this, I'm just gonna add this my SQL instead of this SQLite. I don't like SQLite, so I'm just gonna add this. Let me make sure. Okay, so in this, I'm just gonna add my SQL and also, okay, my SQL, and let's name it cube data. Yeah, this is good. Now let's just add this PHP artisan migrate. Yes, I want to create this table that we just created to go to the inside of this MySQL. So I'm just gonna add this. Yes. Yep. Here we go. Also, I just forgot about the seed. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna add this PHP artisan migrate -- seed. I just forgot about that. Yeah. Here we go. So now I think we created this. Yeah. Here we go. Cube data. So we have a cube data, we have a plans, and the user as a default have a 10 credits for this. Yeah. So let me check it, name, credits, price, and yeah, here we go. So we just created it. I'm gonna add the PHP artisan, make a model, let me name it plan. Okay, so no need to add anything for this plan. Just created for the controllers. And by the way, let me add this credits. The credits here for this fillable. We need that. And let me check if we have any user first. I want to check if we have a credits for this as a default. Yeah, we have a 10 credits, as you can see it, guys. So this is our tinker that show the data of this user that we have. Yeah, we have a 10 credits. Here we go. Let me make this controller. So we don't need to add anything for the plan. Let me add the PHP artisan, make controller, and let me make this plan controller. So for this controller of this HTTP that we're gonna add, what we need for this plan, I'm gonna need index and store. So when user want to check out, I want to add a credit for the user when you purchase or check out this plan. So yeah, we need index and store. So this is all we need. But first, let me add this root. So we need the root for this. Let me go roots. So this is our welcome, and no need for this. You can change it from the previous video that we have a template for this template. Okay, so for this root, I'm just gonna add it here because I want to have a middleware auth. And by the way, middleware is if user not log in to the account of this, it cannot show this URL or the profile and other thing you need. So I need to add it here because I want to have a middleware auth, and I'm just gonna add this root get. I'm gonna name it plans, and let me add array. So I'm just gonna name it plans. I think plans controller or plan controller. Yeah, plan controller dash class. Okay, let me add this index as a view for this page of this plans, and I'm gonna name it simple for this. Let me name it plans index, plans.index. Yeah, simple. Also, let me add this post for the checkout that user want to check out this. I'm just gonna name it this store for this, and let me change these plans to check out the plans. Yeah, or plan. Yeah, this is good, and I'm gonna name it this. I'm gonna name it simple checkout. So now let's go to the control. Plan controller. Okay, so let me just close this. So for this plan controller, I'm just gonna start with this function that I want to add this public function of this index. Index. Okay, I'm gonna first call auth of this user, so I'm just gonna add this user $user and auth. By the way, auth from this facade. Okay, the user. Okay, so I'll just call it here. I need that. Now I'm gonna call it this plan to add the plan of this model that we just created from the app.modelPlan be auth. So this is next. Now let me add a user credit because I want the user see how much credit that have. So I want to display or show these credits to user how much have a credits for this. So I'm just gonna make it simple, user credits. So for this user credits, you can add this auth, yep, the user credits. There we go. So this is all you need for this. Now let's just return this index or view, and I'm just gonna create for this. So let me make it here. Yeah, let me make it here. I'm gonna add this user, and I'm just gonna add this, name it simple. I'm just gonna name it plan. Plans dot play dot php. Okay, now let's call it here. Let's see it. User, it's not showing, but user plans. And also I'm just gonna add this compact because I want to show this user credits, plan, and user. Okay, so compact. I'm gonna add this plans, user credits, also this user. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. So this is all you need for this return of this view. Let me just check it before to just create this, if we see if we have any problem. So PHP artisan serve, I need to just go to the login page, and by the way, let me enable this tm run dev. Why just stop it? I forget about that. Okay, vit. Now it's, yeah, there we go. Now let me go login, and let's go for the plan because we didn't add this plans. So undefined this plans. No, I'm sorry, plan, because I want to call this plan in here. Okay, sorry for that. Now I think, yeah, everything looks fine, so we don't have any error for this, guys. And now we're gonna create this plan that's split, but let me first create this store because I want to add this checkout for this, guys. So for this store of this public function, so I'm just gonna copy paste it very fast here, name it a store. For this, let me just show you very fast what I want to create. So we have this index that we just created. For this, we're gonna show this user plan and the user credit, how much have this user credits. And now we're gonna create this store or checkout when user click on this buy button that have a checkout for this, guys. And as I said, guys, we cannot create this store because I think it's take too much time for this, you know, webhook and other thing we need to just set up for this. So I'm just gonna make it simple, just like I said in the first video, guys, to just make it very simple to have when user click on this and add this credit inside this user. Okay, so first one, let me add this user credits b plus equal b plus. Okay, and let me call this plan of this. Also let me just make it here plan plan. I'm just call this plan app model here. Okay, so we need that. So I'm gonna call it here this plan, and I'm gonna add this credits for this plan. I'm sorry, credits. Okay, now let's just save it. When user click on this button and have these credits, new credits for this, I'm gonna add this save. So this is a first way to just create it for this. Also let me just add this return. By the way, sorry for this VS Code because it's not gonna show it. Okay, but anyway, this is how to just save it. It's a simple name, which is you know, the save this database inside this user, guys. So it's very simple way. I'm gonna show the two way. If you don't like this save, I'm gonna add this return first. I'm gonna add this redirect also with this root, the same root of this that we just name it plans.index that we added for this, you know, name. Okay, we're gonna add this I'm sorry, cancel, and also with this message, if we need this message of this success. Okay, plan purchase it successfully. Sorry if I just make it wrong. Okay, but yeah, this is how to just make it this is a simple way. Okay, this is a very simple way to just make it. It's work, guys. Don't worry about this VS Code because it's error. So the next way I'm gonna show it instead of this, if you don't like it, because so other way for this, guys. So I'm just gonna copy paste it, make a comment to show you what other way for this. So for this other way, we're gonna add this to just show you very fast. We're gonna add update. So for this update, I'm gonna add this array inside it. So for this update, I'm gonna add the credits user credits, again plus plan credits. This is all you need for this to just make it have this credits, guys, inside of this credits, and you can change it. Okay, so we can add this update if you don't like it, the save option. Also, let me just not forget about this. Yeah, I think this is enough for this. Yeah, this is the second way for just use it and don't worry about this again for this VS Code. The last way you can add this instead of this save and this update, if you want, if you don't like it, this credits, to add the credits for your, the user. The last way, I'm just gonna add this. Let me just show you fast. The last way is call a database of the facade. I'm gonna call this table that we just created, if you remember, users. If you remember here, let me just show you that we added this a default 10. I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna add this where ID, the user ID, of course. Okay, and now let me increment or increase it. Increment is the same meaning of this increase it, guys. So I'm just gonna add increment or increase it, this credits with this plan, or I'm sorry, this plan of these credits. Here we go. So this is the last way you can call this a database from the table users and add this ID. We want this ID, and we're gonna increase these credits for this table of these users. So basically, I just say if a user purchased the first plan or the second plan, increase these credits that we have here. It's a 10, increase it to them, for example, 20 or 30 and other thing. And if you created this stripe, you can just update this, this, because it's simple. And I'm just gonna make it simple, guys. Sorry for that, but just like I said, it's take too much time for this stripe. And if you want, I'm gonna teach you how to set up this stripe for this application. If you want, just add a comment for this, just like I said. Okay. So anyway, this is plan that we need. Now let's go for this plan.blade.php. I'm gonna style it and add this HTML and document for this, guys. So I'm just gonna add this with for the plan.css, and I'm gonna create this CSS for this, guys. Okay. Also, let me just delete this to just make sure. Okay. Now let me just copy. From this. So I'm just gonna copy this header and other thing that we need for this, guys, and paste it here, guys. This is all you need, but I don't want to add this row, so I'm just gonna add a new row for this, guys. So just copy paste it from the previous of this. That's all we need for this, the header. Now let me add this. First, let me add this text center. I want to show this text center with this available plans that we want to show it for the user. Also, I'm just gonna add this your credits. So if you remember, guys, we created this plan control, we created this user credits. I want to show how much user have a credits, just like I said. So I'm just gonna add this user credits of this user credits, guys. Okay. Also, I think you know what, let me add this message for this. Yeah, let me add this message for this success to just show user if user purchases this, check out this plans purchase successfully. So let me use a session. Yeah, let me use a session, simple as that. So I'm just gonna use this session with this success message that we just created. I'm gonna add this alert success. We're gonna style it real fast, and I'm gonna add this font size of this success session. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna show this message after purchase this plan. So now let's just create this row. So for this row, I'm just gonna add this box card. So I'm just gonna add this for each instead of this, F box 1, F2 box, F3 box. No need for that. I'm just gonna show it very fast. So let me add this for each plans as a plan that we have this model plan. Okay, I'm gonna add this F1 box. All you need to add this, just add this F1 box. This is all you need for this, guys. Let me add this H1. I want to add this plan's name. So I'm just gonna display this name of this plan. That let me just show you in a seeder of this. So I'm just gonna display this name. I'm gonna display this credits and this price. This is all you need to display this. So this is a name. Now let me display this credit price of this $sign price. I'm gonna display this price, and I'm gonna add this credits of these plans credits. How much user will have at these credits. Now let me add the the lorem of this, just dummy text for this, a lorem for this, and let me add this button. So for this button, we want to add a form action. So if you remember, we created this this root of this store of this plan. We want to show this with this form action. So let's go inside this. I'm just gonna add this form. The action be a root, the checkout. So checkout, if you remember, we added this name of this checkout. We're gonna add this root of this checkout. And by the way, don't forget about to add this plan as a plan be ID. We need that. Just add it, guys. So just don't have this error. So just add it, and don't forget about CSRF. We need that. Now let's add this button checkout. This is all you need for this. And just to show you guys very fast if it's work or not, let's go inside of this plans. I'm gonna start very fast, but let me just show you. Okay, so plans undefined variable. Oh yeah, I forget about that. Sorry for this. Okay, so we display plans. Sorry. Okay, now it's working, guys. Yeah, here we go. What happened? Again, it's work. Okay, so undefined variable plan. So user plan. Okay. Oh, let's make it plans. Now it's working, guys. There we go. So this is our plan, and this is for this. So user have this 0 credits available. So you can see we have this 10 credits as user. We just show how much user have. And by the way, let me just style it very fast. Just go to the next one for this, guys. It's just big. So let's just style it very fast. And instead of that, okay, so I'm just gonna add this. So I'm just gonna create this new style sheet for this bit. I'm gonna name it a plan.css. So let me just make it very fast. Plan.css. Okay, guys, now let's just copy from this style sheet of this. Just copy from this and paste it inside this. Paste it here. So I just copy from this and paste it. It's the same of this style sheet, but we're gonna add this F1 cards, F2 cards. So just copy from the style sheet of this. So first, let me just create this box card. So box card, I'm gonna add this prefix and the justify content space between for this three card or 3 plan that we have. I'm gonna add this gap for this related distance and this position relative. Next, I'm gonna create this F1 box. I'm gonna add this background and the box shadow, guys. I'm just gonna add this content, the width and the height. Okay, I'm gonna add this background and the box shadow. So just pause it and just step it very fast to just go to the next, guys. Okay, so if we just type it this, I'm just gonna add this border radius, and I'm gonna add this padding and this transition, and also this is position relative and the left 0. Now let me add this F1 box of this button and link. We need that. Okay, I'm gonna add this padding and background and the box shadow. All we need for this border radius, and the text decoration being none, font size be 1.2 rem. I'm gonna add the color and the cursor pointer, and the position be relative, and the transition of this margin 0 and the display block, and the text alignment be center. Okay, so I'm gonna add this board. I think I'm gonna add this board, and yeah, I think this is enough for this link. So let's just go and see how it's work right now. Let's see it now. I think now it's good. So let's go to the purchase, and by the way, I'm gonna add it. Not plans. There we go. So we didn't create these plans, I think. Let me go to see why this is happening. So for each plans and the box card, it didn't show this F1 box. Okay, you know what? Let me see if we have any table of this cedar. So pitch partisan, Tinker. Let me see. App models, and let me plan to see all this cedar. Yep, we don't have any cedar. So all you need to do is just migrate this database of this cedar. Just added this of this plans table the cedar pitch partisan database seed class plans table the cedar. Okay. seeding database. Now I think it's work. Let's try again. Partisan Tinker to see. Again, app models plan of models plan dash all to see. Here we go. Now it's created this table, and now I think it's working, guys. My bad, I just forget to seed this database. My bad, guys, I'm sorry. So page partisan serve to see it. Finally, now I think it's working. Okay, let's go to the dash. Okay, let's go to the plans. There we go. Now let's see this. So this is our seeder database seeder, as you can see. So we have this 10 credits, and also I just added this. I just forgot to see you guys. I thought it's from this problem. So just added this. So just added this user credits. So just like we added this user credits here, just copy paste it here for the just show how much user have this credits, or you know, the dollar of this. And now we can see. Now let's see it's working or not. So I'm just gonna, for example, purchase this checkout. Okay, so the post method is not support. So let's go to it.php, make it post. So for this, guys, now I think it's work, right? There we go. So you can see we just add new credits, and if I just click on this, we're gonna get this 30 credits. There we go. So now it's good. Now let me just add this route. So as you can see, the dashboard under this, let me add it for, just go to the fast root dashboard. So this is a sample dashboard, and now for this root that we just created, root of this checkout, not checkout, I think the plans index. Here we go. Now just copy paste it for this plan to see it's work or not. So I think, yeah, let's see it. Okay, it's working, and you can see this is our dashboard and this is our plan. Sorry for this if I just take it too much time for this, guys, my bad. But anyway, so now let's go to create these messages. Let's do it. So for these messages, we need to create this table. We don't need the seeder, so we need to create this table, control and model. So first, let me just make a table for this. So I'm just gonna add the PHP artisan make migration, guys, and let's name it simple create message table. Just a simple message for the user, have to have message for the other users. Also, let me just make a model to just add it. So PHP artisan make model, let's name it simple message. Okay, and let me add this PHP artisan controller for this, guys. Also just create it, controller message controller. There we go. Now let's just add this. Sorry for this, guys. So let's just add this table for this, guys. And by the way, let me just make it messages instead of message. So messages, and this be messages. Messages. Okay. Now let's just add this table for this. So I'm just gonna copy paste it to just add this. This a foreign ID of the user. ID. Okay. Also, I'm gonna add a constraint it. Okay, and you can add a cascade, but I'm gonna add on delete of the cascade. Didn't miss anything. Cascade, right? Cascade. Yeah, this is good. So user ID, constraint it, and on delete cascade. There we go. So let's just add this. The last one is a content. Text be a content. Okay, content. Let's just migrate this. Which part is on migrate? Okay, there we go. It's migrate. Now let's go for this model of this message. public function. I'm gonna add it very fast. Public function, just added this in messages, function messages. Okay, to just have a return $, this to be has many message of the model class. Okay, so we just link it this, guys. Oh, sorry for this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so for this message, let me just make it very fast, the variable. You know what, let me just copy paste it instead of that. Sorry for this. Let me just do it very fast. So I needed this, I need the user ID, guys, just like we created this table and this content. Okay, delete all of this. Also, let me just make it this public function for the user, guys, just like we created for this, guys. So user belong to user. Simple. So we make it this relationship for this user and this message, just like we created this. We need that, okay? So we just added this user and this. Anyway, so we created this message, and now let's go to for this. So I need index, a store, and edit, update to just edit a message, update the message, and destroy the message, which is I deleted this message. Okay, so we need that. So let me start with a simple, which is index. So you know what? Let me copy from this. Yeah, let me just copy from this, paste it instead of typing. So the message controller, I'm gonna copy paste it, and also I'm just gonna delete this. Delete. Let's just make it this. Delete this. Anyway, the store be request. Okay. Anyway, so for this index, let me just start with this. So we need this auth. Let's just import this auth to this, and let me just delete this. We don't need a plan. So let me just make it this message. Messages be message of the app model, okay, with user, okay, this of this content of this message that we have, and I'm gonna add a paginate to just make it 10. Okay, simple. I want to have a 10 message for this, guys, for this website. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna display this message instead of plans. Message user credits and this user. This is all I need for this index. And for this, I'm just gonna create this messages new folder, and let's name it index. Messages index. Okay, let's just go to create it very fast. So let's make it this folder messages index.blade.php. Okay, but for now let's just continue for this store. So for this store, I'm just gonna add a request for this. I need to add this request be validated. Validate. So for this validate, I'm gonna add this content of this message. Let's make it simple. Validate for this. You need to add too much, so I'm gonna add the required. Let me add a string also. Also, I'm gonna add this max. Let's make it. Let's make it 20. It's enough. Yeah, this is enough. Yeah, and you can add the minimum, by the way. Let's make it minimum. Minimum 5. Okay. Now let me add this message. So message, I'm gonna add this new message from the model. Okay, I'm gonna add this new message. So let me add this message, the user ID, user ID. I'm gonna add this auth of this ID. I wanted this user ID of this message be the same of this auth ID, which is the same of this account. Okay. Anyway, next I'm gonna add this message content. I'm gonna add the request, make a content. Okay, this is good. Now let's just save it. This is the all detail we need for this database. So I'm just gonna save it. yeah, I just choose this first method. You can, just like I said, you can and you can, instead of this save, you can add update, but let's just make it simple. Okay, so this is a simple. Now let's just return for this redirect, return to the redirect with this root. And by the way, we don't have any root, so let's just create it for this. Let's make it messages. Oh, you know what, let's make it messages, and let's make it resource instead of that, guys. Resource, okay, we don't need array for this, so I don't need this. This is all I need. I don't need for this name, so this is enough for this, guys. Anyway, let's return this message. So root of this message, I'm just gonna copy paste it to the same index that we just make it. Okay, and I'm gonna add this message with a message, and I don't think we need the message, but yeah, just success message, success, yeah, message sent successfully. And yeah, just like I said, sorry for this, successfully. Let's make this, now it's good. Okay, so this is a store. Let's make it this edit if a user want to edit this message. So just copy paste it. Yeah, just copy this, paste it here for the edit. I'm gonna import this message and message. Okay, anyway, for this edit, I'm gonna add this auth user. So I'm just gonna copy paste this. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this auth user, and you know what, let me just copy paste all of this instead of that. Yeah, and you know what, let me make a gate for this edit and destroy, or let's make it a policy instead of gate. Yeah, so let's make a policy instead of that. So I'm just gonna make a policy for this. So page partition make a policy, I think it's right there. Yeah, policy. I'm just gonna name it simple message policy. Yeah, we just created. So let's go to the policy to just add it here for this authorize. So for this policy, I'm just gonna add this instead of the constraint. I'm gonna add this update and delete, which is I want to delete and update. So first let me import this user, the model user, also with this message. Import the message, and I'm sorry, message. There we go. So we imported this. Now let's just return this. Return a user, the message of the user ID. So I want this message user ID be in the same of this user that he just created. Okay, so this is a policy, just make it you know. So I make this policy because I don't want any user just edited these messages instead of that. Okay, so this is a public function for this update. So I'm just gonna copy paste it for the delete of this destroy. Okay, so this is a pub update and this is delete, and this is the same. We need to change it. So I want a user after the same user that send the message can edit and delete it. Anyway, let's just continue. So now we added this. Now let's just authorize this. So first let me just make it this authorize here. Use authorization, I think. Authorization. Authorize this. Yes, there we go. Request. There we go. Use. I'm sorry. There we go. We add this user message, user edit. Yeah, user credits. There we go. Now let's just add this authorize here. This authorize that we just created, guys. I'm gonna add update of this message, guys. So I'm just gonna use this policy that I just created. Let me just show you very fast. This update of this I'm gonna use, and that is just edit the same user that have sent the same message. Hope you understand that. Okay, so this is the authorization of this. I'm gonna add in, instead of this, I'm just gonna add this view. Well, you know what, let me add this view just add a comment for this edit. Okay, the same of this message index, and yeah, this is good. Okay, so this is the edit. Now let's just add the update and delete, or destroy. Okay, let me add the destroy. So for this update, I'm gonna add this again, this authorize of this update here again. So we added this, okay, but let me add this validated, because I'm gonna add or edit this with this validate. We don't need this. I'm gonna add this validate first, request. Also, let me just import it. Request, here we go. So we just import it. Now let me just add this message to just update this message. Update. I'm gonna add this content, you know, the same of this content that we just created. Content, and let's use this request of the content. Okay, so we don't have any problem. So this is update, and let's just redirect this instead of this view. I'm just gonna redirect this, the same of this, with this message of the success. Update successfully, if you want to add this message. Now let's just destroy this message. So if I want to destroy this message, we don't need this anymore. Delete this. So we need add. Now let me add this delete. I think I name it delete, right? Delete, yeah, we name it delete. Just add this delete. Now let me add this message delete. All you need to add is message delete, the function of this delete. Here we go. So user can delete this message, and again with this redirect message of this deleted successfully. Now let's just create this message that we just created, this index, to just start it and very fast to just show you what we need for this, to see if we get any error or not. But yeah, so now let's just create this very fast. So again, I'm just gonna copy from the dashboard and paste it very fast, to just instead of the copy and paste. Okay, so message index. Okay, I'm gonna copy, paste it. Okay, let's name it messages first. Also need to change this, but let me just remove this root row, yeah, or this box, remove it. Okay, let's see the view. So we have a user credits. Let's make it this user credits here, $sign user credits, just show you. Okay, here we go. So this is good. Now let's just create this row. So let me just close this for now. Okay, so for this row, I'm just gonna add this for each message. So if you just go to this message controller, we have these messages. We want to add this message. Okay, so this is for each message. I'm gonna add this message container of this message boss. So I'm just gonna explain it why I add this message container, guys. So just let me just continue. Now I'm gonna add this message container of the user, current user, others user. So why I added this message, and why I add this two message of this different. I want to style the other message or the other user message. I'm gonna start a different color of the different background. So this is why I added this the class name of other user, guys. As you can see, the card user and the card user other user. I'm gonna style it in a CSS, but let me just continue, and we're gonna show it in a style of the CSS. So for now, let's just make it this other user for this name of this, just style it in a different color of the different background. Okay, I'm gonna add this strong, the message username, and message be content, the message of the content that we just send this message, or the user send this message. Okay, we're gonna display this message content with this message username. Okay, now let me just add this. If the auth ID, the message user ID, if this happen, I'm gonna add this class message action, or the with this ID, because I'm gonna add this JavaScript for this, guys. So just add it. So I'm just gonna add this action of this edit and the delete. So for this, I'm gonna add this root of this message edit, as you can see it in this message controller. of this edit, as you can see it. I'm gonna add this, and by the way, I'm gonna create this new index for this. For this, okay. Now let's just create this form action for the delete. Okay, let's just make it post for this form action, the message destroy, and display be online. Just add this style sheet of this. Now let me add this CSR first. Let me add this method, and yeah, method be a delete, and yeah. Now let me add this button delete to make a user delete this. If user, the correct user that he just sent the message, can delete this message. Okay. Now let's just add this root to the message store. Okay, from the action be root message store. We want to just store this message of this store message, as you can see it. Okay. Now let me add this CSRF and this button message. We're gonna add this message that we want to just type this message and send this message together with the display flex. Okay. Yeah. Now let me add this pagination if we need that. So I'm just gonna add this message link. There we go. This is a very simple for this. So for this style sheet, I'm gonna add this new style sheet. I'm just gonna name it very simple. Let's just name it message CSS. Message.css. Again, I'm just gonna copy paste it from this. Yes, let's just copy and paste it here and start this, guys. Let me first start with this bottom message. I'm gonna start the display flex and align item center, and I'm gonna add this gap 20 pixels, and I'm gonna add this position absolute to just make it to the bottom. So let me just show you. Let me just make it this PHP. It is on serve to just see it very fast. So the dashboard, and let's go to the message. Okay, messages. The root. Let me, sorry for this, guys. Let me. Oh yes, message controller. Okay, now I think this is work. Let's see it. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna just move it to the bottom of this, guys. So let's just do it. I'm gonna add this width 95%, and as you can see, we just make it. So I'm just gonna fix this problem for now. Okay, let me just continue. I'm gonna add this bottom message input form input. Okay, I'm gonna style this with the background and the box shadow, and I'm gonna add this padding with this border radius and the color. Okay, now let me add this form input. I'm gonna add this width 100%, and let me add this focus for this, because I'm gonna add this box shadow, another box shadow, because I just add more box shadow for this. As you can see, this is a 25 pixel and this is a 50 pixel. Now let me add this button message button and the form button and the message action button and the message action a link. I'm gonna add the padding, the same of this button that we just make it in a you know, this blend CSS. So I'm just gonna add it. I'm gonna add this border radius, text decoration, font size, the color, and the cursor pointer, and the position relative, and the transition of this, and the margin 0 to display block, and text align center. There we go, and the border of this. Now next I'm gonna add this form button, and now for the action message, I'm gonna add the font size to just make it a little small. Okay, so this is good for now. Now let me add this message action, display be none, and the position be absolute. Let me add this right 6%, and this message action of this active that we're gonna create it in the JavaScript for now. Let's just make it. I'm gonna add this display flex and the gap 50 pixel for this you know, the edit and the delete of this. Okay, now for this message container of this correct user, I'm gonna display flex, justify content flex start, and order b1. I'm gonna add this message container other user, because I'm gonna add different background, just like I said, be order -1. Now I'm gonna add this message, and I'm gonna add this message correct user to add this background color for this correct user. I'm gonna add this color. Now for the other side, other user, I'm gonna add this color. Okay, now let me add this flex and the gap. Here we go. So this is all we need for this. Now let's see it. So for now, let me just this is too big, I think. Yeah, this. Okay, now let me just add this position relative to just make it better for this message. Sorry for this, guys. Now it's good. Let's just send this message. Hey guys, my name is Ahmed. Okay, it doesn't show, so we have a problem again. Yeah, we have a problem with this store. So let me just fix this problem, guys. Let's just go back from this store. Let me see what just missed it. let me make it this h3 message. Just see. Okay, doesn't show anything, right? Yeah, doesn't show anything. Yeah, I think now it's working, guys, right? It's not working. Why? Hi, man. Yeah, it's working. I think it's maximum, right? I added this maximum of this 20, right? Yeah? Crasius. But the background doesn't work. Let me try again, guys. I'm sorry for this. Let me just fix this. Okay, why this is happening, guys? I'm sorry. So flex wrap. Let me delete this. Just added this flex action column to just fix this problem, guys. Now it's working. Okay. But the background doesn't work. Let's go to the message. So message action, the message. Here we go. Message correct user. Let me just delete this to see if it's working or not, guys. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. I'm sorry for that. Okay. So just don't add this space. So this is our background for the correct user, which is the same user that has that sent this message, as you can see. So now let's just go. And by the way, let me just go for the message controller. Let's just delete this minimum. I don't want that. Also, let's make it 50 for this. 50. And delete this. I don't need that to just not get error anymore. Sorry for this, guys. But yeah, now let's just go to another account to see what's going on. So logout. I'm just gonna create a new account. Okay, so this is our other account, the Crasius. Let me go for the messages. Okay, as you can see, this is the other user that showed the background is this gray or the black, as you can see. So let me just send subscribe to my channel. Okay, that's it. There we go. So you can see this is the correct user and this is the other side user. But here is a problem, guys. So you can see when I added this new message, for example, I add a new message right here. You can see after the below these messages, but I want to just make it, just go to the down. You can see just like the WhatsApp, Telegram. If you see how it's work, I want to go down this message instead of this starting from the top, guys. So how to do that? It's very simple. You can just go to in this message, the CSS, and instead of this flex that we just added for this row, okay, just added this column reverse, which is reverse this. As you can see now, every new message doesn't start from the top, it starts from the bottom. As you can see, every time I add this new message, you can see it's down. Here we go. So this is our message. And now let's just create this JavaScript. Just make sure when a user click on this on his own message, and make sure other user doesn't have option for deleted this message, guys. Only the user that has sent this message. I want to just edit and delete it. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, guys, now let's go to the index.play.php to just create this script. It's simple. No need to just add this to the app.js. I'm just gonna add it here. So I'm just gonna open this script, and just like we added this image message show and message boss, we're gonna just call it here. So message boss, I want all of these message boss that we have here, which is we're gonna have a lot of message. If a user want to add a new message, we're gonna select all of that. Okay, and I'm gonna add this message show, which is this message show. I'm gonna show this message which have this edit and delete. Okay, and by the way, you can, instead of calling this message boss, you can call this correct user or other user. It doesn't matter, it's up to you, but I want to just call all of that. Doesn't matter, I'm just gonna call this message boss. Okay, I'm just gonna add this message boss. For each message boss, I'm gonna add this function of this on click to just add this message show have this active. Okay, so when user click on this, let me just show you. When user click on this message boss, it's gonna show this message show that we just hide this edit and delete button. Hope you understand. So let's just see if it's working or not. So it's not working. So I think let me just check this message.css. Oh, again we have a problem with this. Also, I think let's just make it this. Okay, yeah, here we go. You can see it. This is the edit button and this is the delete option. Okay, the only problem here, if I just click on this, it's gonna show it again, but you can't delete this message because it's not your own message. So the problem is, I just add this here. I just add this message box, which is have all of this message, and just like I said, you can just add this correct user or other user. You can just select it here, but I don't want that, so I just make it simple, guys. Hope you understand that. But anyway, let's just try this edit. For example, edit this message. Okay, so I'm just gonna edit this message to see. Okay, message edit doesn't found. Let's just create this message because I didn't create it. So I'm just gonna name it very simple, edit.play.php. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy from this index of this HTML. So I'm just gonna copy it very fast and paste it, but we don't need this row, so I'm just gonna delete this row. You can see this, so this is the same of this. I don't need to change it, just add it, but I'm just gonna add a new row for this edit blade. So I'm just gonna first add this edit message and form action of this message update from this if you remember, guys, let me just show you from this controller. So we have this update message. We want the content be required, a string, and max be 50. Okay, just like we added this validate for this, and when user update this, it's just gonna show it in the same page. Okay, so we need this root for this action. Now I'm gonna add the CSRF, and I'm gonna add a method put. I think I'm gonna add the method put because we're gonna need that for this update. So the method be a put, and I'm just gonna add this prefix required for this message content. So I'm just gonna call it this message because I want to see what's the content. Okay, and have a required also. So just add for this, guys. Okay, so this is the all you need for this, guys. Now let's just see it again to see if it's working or not. So the undefined message variable. So let's just go. It's from the form action. Oh, it's from this. Okay, so we didn't show the message inside of this message controller. Let's just see the edit message, the messages. Okay, messages. Let's just define these messages. Message. Just added this message. We need that because we're gonna just call this message inside it here. So we need that. Okay, for this, the edit blade, just like we added for this, because it just didn't define, or it just didn't find in this inside of this control. So we need to add this message. Okay, so we added this message. So it message, it's you. Now let's just update it to update. Okay, there we go. So you can see edit button is working, but let's just delete this. It's deleted. Yep, it's deleted. Let's just delete this. It's gonna delete this. Okay, so again, let me just add this and it. Yeah, it's working. And again, if I just show you again, it's gonna just edit this page. And also if I just add a new, for example, the messages. So for example, if I add this your Crasius, okay, you cannot just edit this because it's just gonna edit this last edited. So at this you need a nice JavaScript for this. You must just define this, define this the correct of this message that user click on this, not for example this. So for example, if I just show you, I just click this, right? But it doesn't edit this. It's gonna edit this your Crasius. You can see. So it's just a little complicated, but if you have any problem with this, just add a comment for this. I'm gonna guide you how to do it with a JavaScript or with the Laravel, doesn't matter. I'm gonna just show you in a comment, but for now I'm taking too much time for this. It's just simple application for the messages, guys. Hope you understand that. And again, if you have a problem, if you have any error, if you want to fix this problem, just add a comment for this. I'm gonna guide you how to do it, okay? Just add a comment for that. So anyway, this is our message. Now let's just add it for this root inside it, just like this. First we're gonna add it in this edit play.php. So I'm just gonna add the root and message index. We're gonna just define it. Okay. Also, let me just copy paste it for all of these. It's working, guys. Nice. So yeah, hope you guys like it. And by the way, I didn't add emoji. If you want, you can add emoji. I think it's called the emoji. I forget about that. You can find it in a GitHub. You can just download the link for this to just add it for this emoji, to have a emoji instead of this text for this for the text. I forget about that name. Sorry for that. But yeah, you can find it in GitHub, and I will mention it in this description of this video if I just remember that. But yeah, now everything is fine. Let's just create this AI image to sell image. So I have this image. I have this image. So I want to sell this image. So how to do that? Very simple. We need a table, we need a model, and we need a controller to just sell these images. And user must have a credit to just buy it. If you don't have a credit, you're just gonna go to the plan to just purchase this in new credits to just add it for the balance of this user. Okay, but first let me just add it. Okay, first let's just create this table. So I'm just gonna add the PHP artisan, make a migration. Let's name it simple. So I'm just gonna name it create image table. Okay, let's go. Also let me just add the model and controller to just not again use this terminal. So make model for this. So let's just name it simple image, capital image. Okay, PHP artisan make controller. Let's name it image controller, right? Okay, so we just create everything we need for this. Let's just go to this table. So what we need for this table, guys, let me just copy paste it very fast. So we need a foreign ID for this first. So foreign ID, not foreign ID. Okay, foreign ID. I'm just gonna add this user ID. Okay, let be a constant again, just like we created, and let's make it on delete again, on delete. Cascade. Okay, then let's just create this string because I want to add this path of this image. Okay, also let me just make this integer of this price of this image. Integer the price of this image. Okay, so I think this is all we need for this. Yeah, this is all we need for this. Let's just make a migration. PHP artisan migrate. Let's just migrate this. Okay, let's go to the next. Let's go. Let me just close all of this. This is too much. So the image. So for this model of this image, no need to add anything, but we're gonna add it for this controller. So we need it for this controller of this model image. So for this, we're gonna need the index or the show and the purchase of this public function. So I'm just gonna create a show and purchase, or index and purchase, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy this, paste it. Let's just make it show to just not confuse for this, and this be purchase. Yep, request, no need. Okay, also I'm just gonna add this public function download, because I want the user, when you click on this buy button, when user just just buy this image with these credits, it's gonna automatically download this image to the folder. So let me just create this public function download. We need that download. No need for this request, delete it. Okay guys, so let me just delete this, we don't need this. Also let me just for this purchase, let me just delete this. We're gonna create this as a new, so I needed this auth for this user, and we needed this user. Okay, let me just show it this user credit also, so we need that. Delete this. So I'm just gonna show this. Let me just make it here inside this row. Let me make it AI image. AI image, very simple, .play.php. So this is our AI image.play.php. So now I'm just gonna link this, user AI image. Here we go. So we're gonna define this credits, user credits, how much a user have these credits, and this user. Okay, for now this is good. Now for this purchase, so we need to define this out of this user. Okay, good. Now let's just set a price for this. So I'm just gonna set a price, and let me make it 20 of this price. Okay, now if a user of this auth user, okay, if a user the credits is less price of this price, we're gonna show the error message, guys. This is what we need for this. So we're gonna just redirect of this to the same page, return. You know what, let's just copy paste this to just go the fast. We're gonna redirect this to the root of this image show. By the way, we're gonna just create this. So for now, just add this. So we're gonna redirect to image show. So let's just create this root to just go to the next. So I'm just gonna copy, for example, this and paste it here. So let's just name it simple. I'm just gonna name it by image of this URL. Okay, and let's just name it this show, which is a public function show. Sorry. Now let's just make it this image. I think I name it images show. Let's see, image show, images show. But yeah, we have one single image, but yeah, images show. So this is our public function of this by image. Also, let's just image controller. We're gonna link this image controller here. There we go. Now let's just make all of this the post method for this purchase. Okay, and let's name it purchase. Okay, now the last one, I'm just gonna copy and paste it for the download that we need for this download. Okay, let's just name it image download. Okay, so I think this is all we need for this, guys. Yep. Let me just make this download image. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna just show this image. Let's just try again. Images purchase show. Okay, we're gonna just redirect it with this message of this error. Okay, not enough credits, please buy more credits. We're gonna show this message if a user doesn't have any these credits for this price, which is 20 credits. Okay, but anyway, okay, so let's just continue. Now let me just again color this user credits less or equal this price. We're gonna just save this database of this credits and the price. Okay, let's just make it this. Let's not forget about that. Good. Now I think we don't have any problem. Also, let me just add a session for the message of this. When user purchases this, when user purchases this image, we're gonna show this message. So I'm just gonna use a session, and let me add the array and purchase successful. I think, yeah, successful, true. So now let's just redirect this root of this message. We don't need this message. Return redirect to this image download. Let me just show you image download. I want to just redirect to this image download to just download this image instantly or automatically after we just purchase this message. Okay, yeah, now it's good. Also this, yep, now it's good. Also let me just import this auth, sorry for this. Okay, now it's import. Okay, now it's work. So you can just change it if you want to add update instead of this save. Yeah, you can just choose other way for this, but I'm gonna just make it simple for this. So this is our simple way to just make a user buy this, and if a user doesn't have more credits for this price of this 20, we're gonna just redirect this with this message, guys. And this is a simple application, guys, and in the next video we're gonna just make it more professional, or you can make it more safety for this purchase. This is a very simple this is a very simple way for just creating this. We have a more option for the safety of this purchase. We need this make a safety, but for now this is very simple. I'm just gonna guide you how to just make it very simple. In the next video we're gonna just make it professional or better than this. Okay, just a start for this backend of this Laravel. Okay, anyway, now let's just go to the download of this public function. So I'm just gonna again copy paste this. So I'm gonna add this session of this this purchase successful here. If session, this purchase successful, copy paste it here. Okay, I want to forget purchase successful again. Just copy paste this here again for the just forget this, and I think that I have it. Yes, let me just make it okay. And also I'm just gonna add this file path public path. Okay, I'm gonna add these images, and I think this name is the path of this image of this images GitHub 1. Okay, GitHub 1. We're just gonna link this the file path of this user. Okay, our image to user download this image. Okay, if again the file exists, this file path, if this file exists instead of this this image and this GitHub, we're gonna just return this return this response, the download this image of this file path, download this image. Okay, so this is all you need for this, guys. Let's just not forget about this. Okay, now let's just return to the redirect of this. So I'm just gonna again copy paste this. If this file path doesn't exist, we're gonna show this error message, the file doesn't found. Okay, found. Okay, if we don't have any this specific this image, we're gonna just show this error message that this file doesn't exist or doesn't found in this images. Okay, anyway, next we're gonna just again redirect this. For the last one, we're gonna redirect this image show again, which is access denied. For example, you can add the access denies, but yeah, access denied. Yeah, this is all you need for this message pass. And yeah, now let's just create this AI image to just see if we get any error for this, guys. So I want to see if we get any error for this, so let's just do it again. So I'm just gonna copy from this dashboard and paste it, guys. Okay, guys, so again I'm just copy and paste this the dashboard of this, and just change this to the AI.css. Let's just create it very fast. We're gonna just start it a little bit from this. We need to just start a little bit from this, but anyway, let's just continue. So just copy paste it, but we're gonna just add a new row for this instead of that. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay, so for this row I'm just gonna add this first. We're gonna just add this by image for the text, and add this session for the error message. I want to show this error message that if user failed this purchase this message. For example, if user doesn't have this more credits to buy this image, we're gonna show this error message for this, guys. Let me just add the alert error, and I'm gonna add this session error. This is all you need for this error message. Next, we're gonna just add this div. I'm gonna add this image, and I'm gonna add assets of this image GitHub, because I want to show this image and just you choose this as and just add this asset for the safety of this image, guys. But yeah, we're gonna just start a little bit from this max width and hide item. So this is our image sale. I'm gonna add this price, which is 20 for this price. If you remember, we added this here. The price is 20 for this. I'm just gonna add it here, 20 credits, and I'm gonna add this form action because I'm gonna add this button for the buy this image. So we're gonna need this action of this purchase that we just created because we want to see if user have this credits to buy this image. So we want this action of this image of this purchase. Okay, hope you understand. So let's just create this CSRF and let's just add this button of this buy image. And by the way, if you have a question, this image purchase, which is a name of this root, so don't forget about that. This image of this root of this image purchase. Hope you understand that. Anyway, let's just continue. Now let's just add a second. Let me just add a simple text for this. I'm just gonna show the user credits, how much user have this credits, and I'm just gonna add a link for this if user want to buy more credits for this. So I'm just gonna add a new div. I'm gonna name it set, and I'm gonna add this credits with this. You correctly have a user credits that just gonna show it how much user have this credits. Okay. And if you want to just buy more credits, we're just gonna add this root of this plan.index, just like we added for this plan of this, as you can see it. Okay, so yeah, this is all you need for. So for this style sheet, so I just copy from the this style.css, just like the same of this h3 and p. Just copy and paste it instead of the wasting time for this. And let me just close it for now. So let's just add it first. Let me just add the row for this. I'm just gonna add this flex and the flex wrap, and I'm gonna add a gap 50 pixel. Now I'm gonna add this justify content be a center. I want to add this and add text align center to make all of text be a center for this row. Okay. Now let me add the set that we just added for this. This set. I'm just gonna add the position absolute to just. I'm just gonna add this position relative to just make it center to top 50%, left 50%. So I'm just gonna position relative top left and this transform to just make it center. Okay. Anyway, let's just add this row button and the row A, and I'm just gonna copy from this style sheet of this button that we just created for this. Just a sample. I think I added for this. Just gonna copy and paste it in here instead of this. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So we just copy paste it, and yeah, this is all we need for this. Now let's see it, guys. So let's just go to the website and see PHP artisan. Oh, what's happened? PHP artisan surf. Okay, let's see it. So let's go to the URL of this. I think I name it buy image. Okay, you can see this is our buy image. So the user have 10 credits for this because this is my new account. So I'm just gonna purchase this a little bit, and I'm just gonna show you this error message in any case to just show you. So this is the price of this image. If you have any image, if user want to buy this image or this AI image, we're gonna just click on this, and you can see this error message: not enough credits, please buy more credits. By the way, let me just start this to just show you it's black. Sorry for this, guys. This error, let me just make it h3, make it here. Okay, let's just try again to just show you. Oh, it's too big. I'm sorry. Let's just make it big. You can see not enough credits, please buy more credits. You can see this is the price of this credit, but user have 10 credits. So how to buy it? Just go to the link, and we can just for example purchase this link. I can see our credits is 40 now. Just add 40, and if I just again go to this reload, okay, we have a 40 credits. Now let's just buy this, and instantly I want to download this image. If we just buy this, and you can see it's downloaded instantly. You can add this session image, a session message instead of automatically downloaded this message, automatically download this image. This adding this message of the to tell user this you just buy this image, and just click on this link to just download this image. Okay, you can add that the session of this, but I just want to be automatically downloaded. And if you want to just know how to do that in a session of this, you know, the message, adding a link inside of this session, just add a comment, just show you how to do it. But yeah, I'll just show you. For example, this is why I like this, you know, automatically downloaded. So yeah, okay, so this is everything looks fine, everything is working very good, nice. But let me just show you, for example, if we don't have any where is it, this, for example, if we don't have any this image of the, or for example this file path doesn't exist, or this image doesn't exist in this public of these images. So what's gonna happen, you can see this error message gonna show it. For example, you can see file not found. So that means you can download this image because it didn't find this image. Okay, so this is the error, but we're gonna just add it for now. Anyway, this is very simple, just like I said, very simple. Just make it, just purchase, and it's not safety of course, but we're gonna just make it better if I have two more requests for this, you know, this teaching how to just make it more safety, more better from this save, and you know, purchase it this simple way. Yeah, so we just created this message, we just created this plan, and we just created this dashboard. We can add this setting for this, just make a user change this, you know, this image, change the title of this, and change this description of this user if you want to just message. And by the way, I didn't add a like option, or you know, the user can like this message or add a comment for the message, or you know, the follow this user. I didn't add it because I want to be simple. If you want, just add a comment. I'm just gonna show it in the next video, guys. If you want, I'm just gonna create it and I'm just gonna upload it in the next video to just show you how to just make, you know, other user follow this message or like this message. But for now, let's just make it simple. I just talked too much, sorry for that. Now let's just go to the create this setting, and we're gonna just create this, just show you how many users just buy this image, for example, just show the detail of this. But let me just add this root for this. So let's just go for this AI image. Yeah, I think this is good for this, guys. So let's just go for this setting, guys. So for this setting, I need first to create a table for this. Next, I need this model, but we have a model of this user, so no need to create this new model for this. And I'm just gonna add a new control for this. So let's just do it. So let me just create this PHP artisan, migrate, and let's PHP artisan. Oh, sorry, PHP artisan make migration. Let's name it create. Or you know what, let's name it add a bio or the description and image to user. Okay, so this is our user table. Nice. Let me just add again PHP artisan make migration, because I want to just finish this video very fast. I want to just make for this dashboard, so just add this migration, create purchases. Okay, I created this. I'm sorry, what happened? Purchases table. Okay, so why I created this purchases, because I want to show the user, and if the user go to the dashboard, I want to show, for example, other user, what the other user buy this image, or example buy this image, other image, or what the image has is, what the image name downloaded, for example. So I'm just gonna create this table for this. I need for this to just show you, and I'm just gonna add this PHP artisan, make a model of this purchase. Okay, also I'm just gonna add the PHP artisan, make controller, guys. I'm just gonna add this controller of this user controller for this setting. It's not for the purchase, no need for adding a purchase for this controller. I'm just gonna show you how to do it, but yeah, let's just add a make controller user controller. Okay, and last thing, I want to add this dashboard controller for the dashboard. So I'm just gonna again just make this controller. I know this is confusing, so I'm just gonna explain everything. Just add this dashboard controller. Okay, but first let's just start with this setting. So for now, just starting with this setting, guys, then we go for the the dashboard. Okay, so for this table of this user, I want to add this table. Let me just add it very fast. I'm gonna add the string of this bio, nullable, of course. Next, just copy and paste it for the next one, which is image. I'm just gonna upload the image. Okay, so this is all we need for this table of this image. Okay, let me add this drop column of this bio and add this image. So let me just edit this. We're gonna drop this. Okay, so this is all I need for this. And also let me just make this to just make a migrate for this showing for the dashboard. I'm just gonna add this table user ID. So let me just copy from this, paste it here instead of that. Okay, so we need a foreign ID of the user ID and cascade and of this undelete. Okay, next we're gonna need the item type, item name, and the price and the status. So let me add this price. This is the price. Good. Let me add this string status, and let me add a default be in a progress as a default in a progress. This is our status of this dashboard. Okay, price, status, user ID, and let me add this. Let me add this item type and item name. Item type, and let me delete this, guys, and item name. Okay, so we set everything for this dashboard of this table. So I'm just gonna explain it in this dashboard controller. So for now, let's just move on to the settings. Sorry for this. I'm just gonna PHP artisan migrate, just not touching anymore for this table, guys. PHP artisan migrate. Okay, here we go. So we finish everything for this. Delete this. Let's just close everything because I want to just finish this very fast. So let's go user. First, let me add the function for this user, guys. For the the setting of this, I want to add this get. Let me add get image URL to just get this image, and I'm gonna add this if statement for this, guys. So if this $sign, this image, if this image just return URL, the storage that we want to just make this image that we want to upload this image. I think the dot this image, I think, if I'm not wrong, yeah, the dot, yeah, storage of this dot, because I want to just make a folder for this storage of this image. Okay, so this is if this image exists, we're gonna just link it in this the get image URL. We're gonna just show it to the user, and else of this we're gonna just return this image of Ethernet image apple.png. Just gonna return this, guys. Okay, so if this image exists, we're gonna just show it. If it not exists, we're gonna just show the default image, which is apple.png, guys. Okay, this is good. Now just the last thing, I'm just gonna add this relationship for this purchases of this what is it, the model of this purchase. I'm just gonna add a relationship for this purchases. Okay, has many purchase. Okay, so this is the user model. Let's go. We don't have a model for this setting. No need for that. Let's just go to the next, which is a user controller, guys. So for this user controller, we want to just show, we want to edit, and we want to update this, just like we created this this message. So I'm just gonna copy paste it instead of typing. Let me just copy paste this to the user controller here. So I don't need this destroy. I need the update, edit, and I need this. I'm just gonna show with this user as a model of this user. Okay, first let me just link it to all of this, edit, and also the update. And let me add this public function for this profile, guys. Also I need that, but for now let me just make it this show. So user didn't upload, user app.model user. Okay, now it's work. First let me just return this. No need for this user auth anymore. Delete this. I need this. I just needed this, and I'm just gonna add this. Now let me just create this user setting. So I'm just gonna add this user. Let me make it setting.play.php. Okay, now let's just make it view for this user. Now let's just go for the edit. I'm just gonna add this editing is equal true. Okay, now we're gonna just define of this editing. So return a view of this. Let me just create this edit for this, guys. So let me make it this folder. No need for that, but let me just make a setting edit.play.php. Okay, so we're just gonna define this user. So user, I didn't show again. Let me just try again. User. Anyway, let's just define it. User setting edit. Okay, so this is good. Now let's just define this editing. No need for this, and no need for this edit, and I think we need for this user credit also, of course. Just define this. No need for this. Let me make it this editing. Okay, so this is our edit. Now for this update, what we need for this update? I want to add a validated a request or validate. Okay, and I want to add if request has an image, I want to upload this image. And last one is update all of this. Okay, validated. So I'm just gonna name it validated. Okay, so validated, I want to request. Let me just delete this. I want to just request this. You know what? Let's just request simple request validate. Okay. So the validated request, okay, we're gonna just add the name image bio, image bio. This is all you need for this validate. So image bio, and let me just add the required and the minimum and the maximum. So maximum be 40. Let me just make it a minimum 3. Simple. Now for this, we don't need to require, but I'm gonna add a nullable and the minimum and the maximum. So I'm just gonna copy, paste it here. Nullable. Minimum be a 1, maximum be a 20, maximum be a 250. Okay, now for, oh, I'm sorry, let me just make it, I'm sorry, and this is for the bio, I'm sorry guys, let's just make it this image simple. Sorry for that, I just had a mistake of say. Okay, so this is the image and this is our bio, as you can see it. So this is our validate of this update of this user. Now let's just add this if statement. If a request has this image, image path, or you know, the path of this file doesn't matter, image path request a file. This is the other way to just upload this image. Okay, file image and store it. Where to store? And store this image inside of this profile and the public. Okay, let's just okay, so this is our image path. Now let me add a validated the image. also this image path, $image path. Okay, now let me just add a storage to just make this image to go to the storage of this folder. As you can see, this storage, I'm just gonna add this storage here. So I'm just gonna add a storage to import this from the facade. Okay, storage, a disk of this public. I want to just make it to the public of this folder. Okay, and delete the user image of this. There we go. So this is all we need for this, guys. Now we just need to see if it's working or not and if we get any error for this. But yeah, now let me just add a user update of this validated. Okay, now let's just return this, redirect the root of this setting profile. By the way, I didn't create this web.php. Let's just go for this root. Just create this. So for this, the user controller, the class, and I'm just gonna show this setting. I'm just gonna show this setting of this profile, and we're gonna just create this profile public function. But for now, let's just add this. Okay. Anyway, so let me name it setting profile. Setting profile of this. So I think this is all you need for this. Now let's just create this public function. Let's just make it this profile. The root of this profile. Oh, setting profile. I'm sorry, setting profile. Okay. With this message of this successfully. Here we go. No need for this message. Anyway, now let's just create this public function of this, profile. I want to just make it this profile. To just go to the user. Okay, of this profile, I'm just gonna add this return $, this, the show of this auth user. And let's just create this setting of display.php and CSS. Then we go for the dashboard. Okay, so let's just see if it's working or not. So let's do it. So let's just create this setting bullet and this setting edit. Okay, guys, so I just copy and paste it and just replace it with this setting.css. So let me just create this setting.css because I want to add a new style sheet for this, guys. This is the last CSS that we needed, and we're gonna just create it inside of this public. So for now, let me just finish this. So setting, I just copy from the dashboard and just paste it. Now let me just make this. Let me just make it this row. So for this row, I'm just gonna add this card, and I'm just gonna add this px3, pt4, and the pb2. It's from this bootstrap. If you work with a bootstrap, I'm just gonna add this stash of this. It's very simple, don't worry about that. But yeah, I'm gonna add the deflex of this. I'm just gonna add this deflex2 from this bootstrap, and I'm just gonna add this image and image. So I'm just gonna add this image. I want the src be user.get image URL. So if you go in this model of this user, let me just show you. If you remember, we just created this. I want if a user upload this image, just gonna show this image inside this storage. But if it doesn't exist, we're gonna just show this image. Okay, so yeah, this is our image. Hope you understand it, guys. Okay, now let me just add this username and user email. We want just show this detail of this user. If you want to just change it, edit it. Okay, now let me add this div, and I'm just gonna add this if a user ID the same of this user ID. I want to just edit this. Okay, with this root of this user edits from the user controller, user edits. Okay, I want to just edit this. Now let's just create this px. I'm just gonna add this bio for this this user bio or description of this, guys. Okay, so this is all you need for this, guys. Now let's just create this. Let's just go to the setting. I'm just gonna create it very fast, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it. Okay guys, so just copy from this stash of this, just copy it and paste it here with this box, and I don't think we needed this box, but anyway, so let's just create this. So I just make it this from this bootstrap, so I'll just copy and paste it very fast. I'm just gonna copy and paste this, copy paste this, and I'm just gonna add this deflex of this display flex, justifying content space between. All we need for this setting, guys, I'm gonna add this deflex too. Again, I'm just gonna add this display flex again. Okay, now I'm just gonna add this the bootstrap again. This is a little small of this bootstrap. I'll just copy and paste it very fast. I just found it from the website. I just copy and paste it very fast to just not waste too much time for this. And add this. Now let me just style this card. So I'm just gonna style it and add this background and the box shadow for all of this card of this setting. I'm gonna add this padding, width, and the margin. Now let me add the background and the box shadow, and let me add this border radius. Okay, now let me add this image. I'm just gonna add this width, border radius, and I'm just gonna add this import of this end text area. All we need for this, guys. Now let me add the text area to just add this width and the height for this, guys. Okay, now let me add the button. I'm just gonna style this button with a nice the nice box shadow for this. I'm just gonna create this before for this instead of adding something different. So I'm just gonna add the before instead of this other button, as you can see. So I'm just gonna add this position relatives, the index, and the border radius, and the background and the box shadow. Okay, so just pause it and just type it very fast. And now I'm gonna add this width and the cursor pointer. Now let me add the button hover first. I'm just gonna add this box shadow for this, guys. Now let's go to create this button before. I'm just gonna add this content, position absolute, top left, transform. I'm gonna add this width and the height. I'm just gonna add this box shadow, and I'm just gonna add this index and the transition. Okay, now let me add the button hover before to just make it this with 300 pixel. And again, this is our bootstrap, and this is our bootstrap. Yeah, this is all we need for this. I just copied from this website and pasted it from this bootstrap. I just don't remember where I just downloaded this, but yeah. So this is good, guys. I think this is good. Nice. Now let's just see it to see if we get an error. HPR design serve. Also, let me just turn on npm on dev. Okay, let's see it. So let's go to the dashboard and let's go to the setting. There we go. So first is a variable user. Okay, let's go to user controller. So we didn't show any auth user, right, in this show. So you know what, let me just make it this profile to the show. Now I think this is work. Let's see it. Again, doesn't work because I didn't define the user, right? Yeah, I didn't define the user. Okay, the auth doesn't found. Oh, imported. Sorry for this, guys. Okay, now let's see it. User edit not found. So let's just create this user edit, guys. So let's go to the web.php to create this user edit, to just go to this this user setting edit. So let's just create this. You know what, let me just copy and paste this. I'm just gonna add the resource for this user of this user with this, delete this. Also no need for this, guys. Okay, now I think this is work. Okay, here we go. You can see this is our, yeah, it's very simple, guys, as we see it. But let me just make it again, this profile, to see if we get any error again. So profile, no, we don't get any more. Okay, nice. Now you can see this image is not uploaded again. So let me just fix this problem first. So app images, now. Nice, we fixed this. Let's just edit it. So okay, let's just create this edit. So let's go for this this setting edit blade. Okay guys, now in the setting of this edit, we're gonna use this setting.css. No need to change it. No need to change this stash of this setting. So in this row, we're gonna just gonna add this card and this px3, and we're gonna add this form of this and we can add this multi-part from the form data, because I want to upload this, upload this image for this, because this, so just add this in, just add this of this multi-part of this form data. Okay, and also we're just gonna add this root of this is users update. We're gonna update this form of this, guys. We're gonna update this setting, I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, now let me add this csrf and this method of this put for this update. Okay, now let me add this dflex. I'm just gonna add this dflex too. I'm just gonna add this image, and I'm just gonna add this get image URL. Just like I said, I want to add this get image URL. I want to see this if we don't have any, this image. Okay, now let me add this username of this. We're gonna just show the username, and we're gonna edit it. Now let me add this div, and I'm just gonna add this auth, because I want to just if a user the same of this user have this option to just edit this setting. I want to just make sure it's a safety for this user. Okay, and we're just gonna add this root for this user show. Now I'm gonna add this label of this profile to just make sure that this from control at this to just make sure to upload this image and this. Yeah, now I'm gonna add this bio and this description for the text area, and I want to just show you this user bio of this description. Okay, and I'm gonna add this button save. And also if you want to just, for example, if you want to just show the error message of this bio, if for example doesn't match, for example, if user want to type the minimum character is for example is not 1, it's gonna show this error. If you want to just show error, you can just add this section, or let's add this error, the bio, just show this message of this, for example, the message of this error, if you want to just show this message, but no need for that. So let's just make it simple. You don't need for this session or this error of this as sign. But yeah, now let's just check it again. So let's go undefined variable user. So I think we didn't add any gain this auth user, right? We didn't add it, and add it for the compact to just show the user. Okay, let's see it. There we go. So the image doesn't show again. What image? apple.png. Okay, let's just try to see if we get error. So Crasius, I'm just gonna name it Crasius, for example. Let me upload any image from this. So I upload, let me upload this, for example. Okay, let me add a description for this. Hi, my name is Crasius, to see the save button is working or not. Okay, it's working. So Crasius, but doesn't show this description and doesn't show this, so we get error. Okay, I think I didn't add this fillable of this bio to just show this description and this image. Now let's just try again. So this is our user. Hope you this working, please. So let's just try again. So upload file, sticky, and let me see. Hi man, please. Okay, now it's working. So I didn't add this fillable, sorry for this. Just add this bio and image, and yeah, you can see we just change this name, this bio of this description, and yeah, this is good. Nice. Finally it's working, guys. I'm sorry for this, and let's just try again. But yes, now it's working. Nice, very good. Now let's just this is not good for this. Let me just make it very simple. So I'm just gonna upload this. Let me upload this. Okay, so I'm just gonna upload this. Hi guys, my name is Crasius. Nice. So here we go. So this is our profile, this is our image. Nice, everything looks fine. So this is our setting. Now let's just adding root for this. I think everything will finish this setting finally. Okay, so let's go. We have too much of this, close all. Okay, setting. Okay, let me add this root of this, setting profile. Now let's just copy paste it for all of this. Okay, now let me add this user get image URL. So let me just copy from this get image URL. Let me just copy, yeah, let me just copy any other, let me add this. So I'm just gonna add this username for this, guys, because I'm gonna just show the username of this account to the user, okay, instead of this Crasius. So, and add this, let me just add this user credit, user credits, oh, $sign, I'm sorry, user credits. Okay, now let me just copy paste it for all of this setting URL, all of this. By the way, it doesn't need this, yeah. Let me see if we get any error. You can see no error, right? Nice, everything looks fine. Now let's go to define this dashboard controller, guys. Also, I didn't add this, sorry for this, guys. So dashboard control, I want to add the user credits and, you know, this get image URL, all thing we need for this dashboard. So dashboard control, I just want to just show the user credits and other things. So I'm just gonna copy this, paste it very fast inside it. No need to add too much of this, just gonna show this. So let me first add the auth.user imported, okay. Now let me add this user credits, okay, and I'm gonna add the purchases because I'm just gonna show the detail of the who the user just purchased this image or the buy this image. So just like we created this purchase, I'm just gonna add the purchases, yeah, purchase of this app model with user latest of this what he just buy, and I just gonna add paginate to 2 is enough, guys. So this is all we need to just show to the dashboard control. Also let me just add this purchases, okay. Let's go to the root to just fix this. So we have this dashboard, as you can see it, dashboard, okay, and dashboard controller, of course, dashboard controller imported. We're gonna just show the dashboard controller this index or the show, and let's just name a simple dashboard. Okay, so I think we name it show. Let's just name it index instead of show. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Okay, you know what? Let's just make a show. Okay, show. Anyway, show. Okay. So this is our dashboard. Nice. Now let's go to see it. So dashboard. Okay, sorry for this, guys. Let's just add a dashboard for this. I'm sorry. Dashboard. Now I think this is work. Nice. Now we're gonna display this purchase. Let's just go to create this purchase to just finish this video. So in this dashboard we just define this purchase. Now let's choose. So if I want to just show this plan control, the user just purchased this plan, yeah, you know what, let's just show this image controller who the user just purchased this image instead of this plan. And you can add this plan control, but let's just make it simple. I'm just gonna choose this image controller, guys. So in this purchase, I'm just gonna add this purchase to just show this create. We're gonna just create this also with array. So first is user ID, just like we added for the table, guys. We have the user ID, item type, item name, price, and a status. It's deliver or not deliver. Okay, so the user ID be user ID, of course. Okay, next Let me just copy paste it very fast. Okay, next is the item type. Okay, so a status is very simple, it's delivered, it's instantly delivered. Okay, now this is a price that we just showed, this price of this image. And for this I just name it, let's just name it GitHub image. Yeah, and for this item type is image, of course, guys. The type of this item is image. Okay, so this is all you need for this. Just create it. Now let's just go and create this table of this to just show the user this with the user just by this image of this GitHub. Okay, so let's go to here and let me just delete this, copy paste it, this, but delete this. I'm just gonna, so for this, guys, I'm just gonna delete this, and let me add a for each for this, guys. For each, I'm gonna define the purchases as a purchase, guys. $sign purchases that we just created as a purchase. Now let me just add this div inside it as a div table for this. So I'm gonna first add this purchase user name, purchase $sign user name of this user. Okay, so let me just copy paste it. Also, let me see. Okay, copy paste it. Okay, so this is our price of this by the way, user, I'm sorry, guys, user, this be a price of this purchase, and this is be a status of this user. And now for this item type and item name, I'm just gonna add this. Let me just teach you how to do that. I'm gonna add this. Let me add this first. UC first. Yes. I'm gonna add this UC first to just call two of them instead of adding another P for this. So I'm just gonna add this purchase item. Item type of this UC purchase. I'm just gonna add this as as a array for this. Just call this two in one. Actually, you know what? Let me just call this purchase item name. Simple name. Yeah. Let's just name it simple. And for this call of the two of this. Now let's see this. Finally, we finish this. Here we go. So no user buy this image. Right. Let's go and purchase any image for this. So let's just purchase this image. You can see, oh, the fillable user ID purchase. The user ID fillable purchase. Okay, so I'm just gonna add the user ID. I'm gonna add the type name, item type for this, just like we created for this table. Item name for this, and the status and the price. Price, status. Okay, and let me add the relationship for this user, guys. So user relationship. So I'm just gonna copy from this message, paste it here to the here of this user. Belong to user. Nice. Belong to user. Yep. Message belong to user. Why this is happening, by the way? Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is good, guys. Now I think this is work. So let me just buy this image. Oh, here we go. So we buy this image. Now let's see. Yep, here we go. Crasius buy this GitHub image, and the price is 20, and its status is deliver. See, this is how to just show. Now let's just go and try to the other account to see if it's work or not. Okay, so this is our other account, guys. By the way, it's a Crasius right now. I think the name is Ahmed, doesn't show. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix this problem. Okay, anyway, let me just buy this a little bit. So let me just buy this image. Nice. And you can see this Ahmed buy this GitHub price 20 deliver status. Nice. So we create everything we need for this, but let me just fix this dashboard card, and I'm just finish everything. It's nice to just finish everything we need for that, but yeah. Anyway, copy paste this inside this dashboard, and we just finished this application. There we go, Ahmed, $240. Nice. Hope you guys like this lesson, and hope you guys like this. And if you have any problem, guys, just add me a comment for this, and you can just find this source code of this Laravel inside this description, guys. Yeah, and if you have any problem with it, just add a comment. If just tell you what you need for this, guys. But yeah, and yeah, this is all you need for this, guys. Hope you guys like this video. If you need anything, if you need an application, nice application, just add a comment for this. I'm just gonna guide you how to create it with a Laravel. If you want to just tell you how to do that, just add a comment for this, guys. And yeah, this is good, guys. So hope you guys see you in the next video, guys. Bye.